Monk.
We got some background noise. Got some background noise. My bad. Hold on.
It's all good.
That's live, people. That's how we do it. Okay? Just get over it.
1 second. Technical difficulties.
Remix
Right?
is in the building.
There we
you know what I
go.
mean?
There we go. What is good? What is going on? And what is cracking? I am Philly Foothills, and I am back in another episode of East Meets West, where we come get you a place to get shit off your chest when it comes to our Philadelphia Eagles. Let's go. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode 29 of East Meets West, with my guy here to my left, AK Eagles of Eagles Uncensored Podcast, the live stream king, as I'm calling him lately. He's been live streaming his ass out. I got Vic 3 down below me. We are live not only on the Nest Out West, we are live on AK's channel and also Vic 3's channel as well. And we got a special guest tonight. We got King in the building, so let's go. Let's get it fired up. Bye, John. We got half of the Swoop Boys in the building, Swoop Boy Podcast. Let's go. The music, fuego. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, you guys. We got 3 people in the live stream right now, so salute to y'all. Thank you so much for supporting us. We really, really appreciate it. And yes, like I said, we are triple live streaming right now, so make sure at some point, whichever channel you're on, hop over to the other 2 channels and hit that thumbs up for us. We really, really appreciate it. And yes, all the links are in the description. The links to our Cash Apps are in the description as well. If you want to donate to help us give you better content, help us get better quality equipment, things like that, and grow our channels. So we really, really appreciate it. And even if you can't, we still appreciate the support, the watch hours, and all that, because we're building. You know, AK's got the watch hours. He needs the subs now. So, you know, if you know anybody that's not subscribed to him, or you know anybody that may be interested in his content, please make sure you share that to anybody. Share it on your social media. Tell them to go check him out, because the guy's providing lots and lots of content right now. He's covering the Olympics, all kinds of things. So definitely go check him out. But what's going on, you guys?
What's up, man?
Good, man. Good, fellas. Thank you for inviting me on the show. I've been actually wanting to get on the show for a while. So I know I've been busy. I went to Dallas, came back, had to take care of my properties in California, then Arizona. And then I went back to LA for the 49ers Rams game. And when I tell you, so my wife is a 49ers fan. So the Rams, I had to give it to y'all, man. I didn't think y'all was Ram fans. I thought y'all was Lakers and Dodger fans. Y'all starting to try to come out. You're trying to come out. You know what I mean? Okay. So shout out to the LA Rams and Cincinnati Bengals. Shout out to y'all, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, since we're on the topic, who do you guys? We'll hit that right off the bat. Who do you guys like in the Super Bowl? Vic, what do you think?
Listen, I'm going for the underdogs. It might not work out, but I'm going to go for the Bengals. You know, I like what they've done. They're a young team. They're excited. Joe Mixon, you know, he's finally got to the big game. He's been with the Bengals for a while. He's seen some horrible teams. He's finally got to the promised land. You got the rookie Jamar Chase. Before the season started in the preseason, you hear people giving him the jokes, giving him that business about dropping all those balls. And what has he done? Nothing but be the best rookie that's come through in a long time. I mean, so he got his team to Super Bowl. You got the other two great receivers in Higgins and Boyd. They finally got their just dues. So that defense, when you talk about Trey, I'm about to say Higgins, but Trey Henderson, he's out there, had a great season. You got to give it up to the coach. I think last year, what were they? 14-12, and then this year they turn it around for a Super Bowl appearance. Listen, congratulations to the Bengals. Congratulations to the Rams. You made it to the big game. You did what you had to do. But I'm hoping, the underdog comes through and pulls away a great victory. I go for the Bengals.
Go ahead, King.
Hey, I'm gonna go, Vic. Hey, you official with a referee whistle. I'm going right behind you. I'm definitely going with the underdog, man. I want to see Cincinnati, man. I don't know. Shout out to Ohio, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I mean, most of us are from Philly or South Jersey. It's a blue collar city. Joe Burrow, aka Joe Cool, he got that whole he got the vibe. Son, I don't know if you see the interview. My man said, "I got the money now, so I ain't got to wear fake jewelry." He had the mic. He had. I was like, "Yo, son, our son looked like Macaulay Culkin, but came with the Migos flag, son. Like, yo, son is fucking wild out right now. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, and T. Higgins, Jamar Chase. What is the other young bulls? And I'm okay, but the weakest link, and I want to give a shout out to. I'm definitely give a shout out. The weakest link is Eli Apple. He's the weakest link, and I don't like how you talk about my quarterback. When I see you, son, I'm snatching your necklace or this ball.
Hey, I always call Joe Burrow Iceberg Slim. Joe Iceberg Slim Burrow.
I always wondered if Eli gets an interception, if the announcer would pull out the Apple turnover.
Oh, his mouth will not stop running until that happens.
That one turnover, he could have been the hero. The ball was literally in his hands. His non-catching ass. First of all, you bounced around. This
talk about non-catching ass. What about Jaworski Tart? Come on.
Hey,
come on.
I don't want to talk loud because my wife.
That's why they play defense.
Yeah, and exactly. That's the reason why you're a DB. You can't catch.
Yeah, right.
Even a lineman could have caught that.
Bro, that's crazy. Birdman, what up, man? What's up, B?
What's going on?
What up?
What's up,
man? I hope you guys don't mind me dropping by real quick, but seeing Foothill, man, it made my day. It made my day, man, and I'm glad to see you back in in the YouTube verse. So yeah, dude, I just I wanted to say what's up to you. It's been a minute, and I also want to give a big shout out to AK for everything he's done, and
thank you.
I'm just the support is real, guys, and you know what's up, man. I always been supporting, that's you guys just kind of met me, but you know how I am, man. So but anyways, I just I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see you guys and stop by real quick before I head out here. Just wanted to show some love to you guys, and I hope you guys have a good week.
Yeah, who's your Super Bowl pick? We appreciate you coming through.
Super Bowl, I'm going with LA. I feel it's just kind of set up that way. And it is also set up for Bengals to make that Cinderella story and all the whole nine. But I just feel that the NFL gods are just kind of looking down on the Rams and giving some hope to the city. They have so much at risk right now with all the moves they did. It somehow, some way, it has to make sense. I think Sean McVay, is kind of turned the tide, and he's just kind of setting the tone for the NFL. And we're all going to have to take a look at that, and we're going to have to be competing with that So everybody has to take note, especially on the NFC, and kind of see what they're doing, because it's not like they didn't just disappear with McVay. McVay has them in a division that is really tough. Let's call it what it is, and they have a shot, and that's what we want. Our Philadelphia Eagles, we want to have the same shot, and we want to just have that quarterback that we can just continue to fight with, for years, man. We don't like having a carousel. I don't like it. So that's why we have to really make sure that we hone in, and this off season is going to be one of the craziest. I have anxiety with Howie Roseman. I'm so freaking nervous, and King knows, man. I just can't, like.
Oh no.
I already feel I'm like already nervous just in the NFL draft when that day comes. I'm already like I could already feel that I'm in the room just watching, and I'm so freaking nervous already, and I'm not even there yet.
You ready for the disappointment?
Huh.
I
Don't
just
say that.
I just wish that we're like me and King would just look at each other and be like, for real? No, he did something right this time, like, oh yeah, like,
We should all live stream the draft.
oh,
Oh, I think we definitely should do
Well,
that.
I'll be in Vegas. I'll be in Vegas for the draft.
Oh, okay.
Yo, subtle. Can I just say something? You have been dropping the greatest subtle flexes the whole time. I heard
Right?
the property in Cali. I heard we're going to Cali. We had SoFi. Now we're going to Vegas. Subtle flexes have been dropped this whole podcast.
Yo, Vic, you
Keep it
wild
going.
for
Keep
that.
it going.
Wow, Vic, wild for that.
yes sir, yes sir.
So, AK, so who do you think is going to be hoisting the Lombardi?
Man, I got Cincy. I've been riding Cincinnati since, wild card, man. And listen, you guys let them get to the Super Bowl. You ain't stopping them now. 31 years they've been waiting. It's pretty much, in my opinion, game, set, match. These guys are hungrier now than what they were 2 weeks ago. So, good luck. But, dude, I hope Jamar Chase puts Ramsey on skates. I can't wait to see that matchup, Ramsey versus Chase, and I think Chase wins that one. They have a really good offense. Yeah, I understand their line's a bit shaky, but, hey, that line got them to the Super Bowl, so they ain't that bad. With Tyler Boyd, Higgins, Chase, Mixon in the backfield with Piran, and Joe just being Joe. Like, he's never say no, Joe. No lie. Never say no. And I got to say, man, I have the Bengals winning this one. I just do. It's a gut feeling of mine. Seriously.
Got you. Yeah, I feel the opposite way. I think a lot of the times, these close games, these high intensity games, they come down to the rawness of football, and the rawness of football is in the trenches. And I think that the Bengals got pretty lucky giving up 9 sacks to the Titans. How many are they going to give up to the Rams? The Rams have pass rushers for days. You guys I was on Hunter's show, Philly Insider Podcast, earlier, and I asked them, and I don't think any of them knew this question. Do you guys know the team record for sacks in the Super Bowl? I don't, but I'm pretty sure the Rams, whatever it is.
I think it's.
Wasn't it the Giants already?
Yeah. I think it's real low.
Really?
I think it was like 4-3.
No, I think it might be like 5 or 6 in that range. I know there's players that had 3 sacks within a game in the Super Bowl. So you figure out the players. I'm gonna say like 5 or 6, but I think it might have been the New York Giants the first time they went against the Patriots.
Let me just say this:
2008, right? So 2008.
Yeah.
Joey B better have his track shoes on come next Sunday.
Well, so to rebuttal off that though.
Yes, sir.
Burrow, he's a real smart young quarterback. He knows when to run. He knows when to pass. He knows when the situational football. That's what he did to Kansas City. And I don't know if you I think it was like mic'd up. If you hear the Honey Badger was like, "Yo, he's smart. He's waiting for everybody to come by him, and then he's out of there. He ran a couple of times, and that's not Joe Burrow. He's a young bull, right? But to realize that the Chiefs have a fast defense with Chris Jones, the linebackers are they ready to go at you. The safeties are they nice. You know what I'm saying? Got Honey Badger, he's real nice. But for him to read the defense and fool them and say, hey, I got wide receivers that can get yak and strong wide receivers on the outside on both ends. You know what I'm saying? And a nice tight end. What you gonna let me run? I got you. So he's a good, smart young quarterback, man.
Mixon's gonna have
crazy to see.
Mixon's gonna be working to nullify that pass.
Mixon and what's Mixon and what's the other young bull that was the backup running back that came from Alabama?
Samaj.
Yeah.
P. Ryan.
Yeah.
He's a good one too. So they're gonna have he's kind of like their battery pack. I'm gonna ram you short, short to the ground, and pause, thick thighs. I'm gonna hit you. I'm going where I'm going. So, and their defense is good, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Offensive line is questionable, but their offense, like I said, their defense is good. So I think people, and they're top. I think aren't they top 5? Don't y'all agree? They're top 5 defense.
That's the one thing I was going to say. Their defense gets overlooked because you talk about how good the Rams are, but again, they took down the Kansas City Chiefs in that high-powered offense. They kept up. That defense matched up. That defense took. Hey, Patrick Mahomes had some plays where he looked like he was a magician, but there was also some plays where they chased him down. That he got some negative yards.
Yeah, he looked terrible in the second half. He looked terrible.
We all know what Matthew Stafford looks when he's pressured. There could be interceptions going left and right. Hey, the Cincinnati backfield, they ain't nothing to sneeze at. We all talked about Eli Apple. We got to look at my guy Bates, the safety. He's out there ball hawking.
Bates, he balling.
And like I mentioned before, Trey Henderson, he's another guy. He's going to be hungry. This is his first Super Bowl appearance. He's a strong boy. Can that LA Rams offensive line keep up with the Cincinnati Bengals defense? That's a question that needs to be said.
But Vic, quick question. Who I keep on forgetting his last name. Who is the young bull with don't wear no gloves and he be sacking every damn?
That's Trey.
That's Trey. Bro.
He just tapes him. He just tapes him up.
Bro, no gloves? No gloves, son?
Yeah, he old school. Son. He Old Testament.
I want him on my squad. No gloves?
Yeah.
Yo, I ain't here. I'm going to the dance. I ain't wearing Pat leather shoes. I'm wearing J's. You know what I'm saying?
I just hope for the Bengals, when they start off this game, they start off with the run game. They don't just go into the pass. Don't make themselves predictable. Let Joe Mixon do Joe Mixon. You know what I mean? Let him do his thing. Let him tire out that defense. Because you got to think about Aaron Donald, and then you got Von Miller, and everyone knows Aaron Donald comes to life in the fourth quarter. So beat him down as much as possible.
Right.
Yo, so to make you guys happy real quick, so the sack record actually belongs to the Steelers, and that was with the guy. The Steelers have it with 4 sacks.
I knew it was
it's 4 sacks, and that was when L.C. Greenwood sacked Roger Staubach 4 times.
Oh man, that's before all.
Isn't that the Cowboys?
Before all of us.
Yeah, that's the Cowboys. The Cowboys hold the most sacks in the Super Bowl at 4.
Yeah, I knew it was lower. I knew it was like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
I thought it might be more because I know there's a couple of guys with 3.
I thought you said the Steelers at first.
Yeah, but I'm saying he got sacked.
Yeah,
got sacked 4 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They hold the sack record. Dallas does.
I got you. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Hey, shout out to Antonio Holmes, first time listener. He said, "Hey, yo, what up, fam? Hey, we appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. Yes, sir. Make sure you're subbed up to all 5 of us. The Nest Out West, AK Eagles Uncensored, Vic 3, King of the Swoop Boys podcast, and Birdman _951.
yo, this is so good with the
props, bro.
Got the drops on deck.
Drops on deck, son.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
sound
you
like a
guys
major
can
producer.
for the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Washington Commanders.
Oh goodness. Oh
Well, hold
goodness.
on. So behind that, you were supposed to go the bump, 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 bump. Yeah,
Right.
that
We
joint
are
was
garbage.
garbage. You don't get out of here with that State Farm bullshit. Come on, son. Y'all wildin', man.
Come on now.
Hey, that was hilarious.
The Washington
They couldn't
Commanders.
even.
Really?
But
Y'all should get fired for that shit. That shit is
hey,
garbage.
when you
Yo,
saw
you
that
know
when you saw
State
that video,
Farm-
you seen how many times they must have practiced beforehand, and they still messed it up.
You know how many
My
State
man.
Farm customers they lost during that whole thing?
Right?
They just lost half of their clientele at State Farm
They said
because of that shit right there. I'm telling you.
Yo, they seen that. They said, you know what? Forget State Farm.
We done.
We're going to Progressive.
Yo, their new slogan is State Farm. Are you in bad hands?
Bro,
Hey,
Listen,
let's just put this like this though.
Oh,
that FedEx field, that FedEx Stadium
Oh,
is literally put together by bubble gum, tape, and my man's what's my man's office with he had the staples. My red stapler. It's my red stapler. It's my red stapler. I got a black stapler. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, son. Like, y'all wilding out, man. Come on, man. That's garbage. That's crazy.
That's it.
Nah, that's that old school stuff when you were like, yo, if something's broken, just get some duct tape. Duct tape will take care of everything.
They might as well
And they
just
got-
call the stadium Sewer Center Stadium.
Yeah, facts. And then you know what's crazy? It's not even in
Waste
DC,
management
man. It's
field.
in Maryland. It's not even
Waste
in DC,
management
bro.
field.
Yeah, waste
Yo, a
management.
lot of teams in the NFC East have identity crisis. You got New York
They do.
Giants playing in Jersey. You got the Redskins or whatever, the Washington football team playing out in Maryland. They don't know what to do with themselves.
Dallas doesn't even play in Dallas. They play in Arlington. They're literally they out there. They are out there.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Commanders, Durs for short, I guess that's what E-Rock was calling them. He said
The
it's going to be
commies.
the Durs versus the Durs on Sunday.
the commies are
So
My
E-Rock
thing
coming.
is
said-
this though,
coming.
they don't have a short name. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like the Giants have G-men.
What are you going to call them, the
Eagles, you have
commies?
Birds,
The communists.
Commies are coming.
Cowboys. I call the Cowboys jokers.
Yeah, they should have stayed away from the political and the army naming. They should have stayed with Wild Hogs or Red Wolves, whatever that was. They should
They
have
should
stuck
have
on
went Red
that.
Tails. They should have went
Red
Red
Tails was
Tails.
the one I've been saying for the minute. Yeah.
Nah, man, they should have. They should have been.
You know why? I'm sorry. Go ahead, okay. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say they should have actually sat there and represented an old school movie, like I've been saying, The Replacements, and just call themselves the Sentinels, hands down.
Yeah.
Isn't there already
That would have been sick. That would have been sick.
It
What
should have been the Red Hots. The Red Hots, and everybody could have got the candy.
the Red Hot?
did I
The
say
Red Hot
something funny?
Candies.
Nah, I
Yo,
always the Sentinels was pretty fly. I like that one.
But this is the thing, though. They should have went Red Tails, but we all know that's too black. The NFL's
But-
like, oh no,
They were kinda
we
heavy.
can't have that. That's too black.
I mean,
Could
they're
have pulled up, but I thought that was too gangster.
and they're
Yeah,
Let's not
that's too
honor
black.
heroes
So
in
then
any
you
way,
know
right?
they weren't gonna do that. You know they weren't.
Yeah, they ain't trying to honor any heroes in any way.
No, at all. Yo,
No.
the Washington Warriors. Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
and let's not even
I
get
don't know.
started.
I
on those.
Listen,
Their
I'm
owner
always
continues to be
inclined to go with the Washington Bullets. I've always thought that was a hard name.
I thought that
Listen.
was a hard. Yo. Let's be honest. That joint is hard, and your uniforms is crazy. But
Yeah.
they had to switch it off because of the, back in the '90s and the early 2000s, DC crime was crazy. It was up there. I used to live in Baltimore as well, so I know how it is there in DC area and in Virginia. I can't forget Virginia because a lot of their fans are in Virginia.
Yeah.
But Washington Bulls would have been fired. And okay, I got a bone to pick, and I don't mean to take up all the time. Why do they get two helmets and we can't even get the Eagles? We can't even get Kelly Green, B. What's up?
I didn't even know they got two helmets.
Yeah, they got
two
a
helmets.
black
They got a
helmet.
black helmet. They got a black helmet, and then in the red, the maroon joint. Yo,
Yes, they
son,
got-
why can't we get our joint back?
Yo, by the way, I heard they have a white one as well.
Well,
Word?
this year we're supposed to get the Kelly Green. We're supposed to get Kelly Green back this year.
Word?
Yeah.
Because remember,
Well,
they messed up. What was it 2 years ago on putting in the request? They did
Right.
it too late, but they put it in so that way this year we should be wearing Kelly Greens.
Okay.
I think that's why
yo,
Washington.
and by the way, to further that a little bit too, man, Jeffrey did come out and he said this will be the test run this year and next year, 22 and 23, because he said if he gets a good response from it, he'll bring that shit back full time. If he gets
Change the colors back to Kelly green, white, black, and silver.
Thank you,
That's it.
thank
Yep.
you. If we can get even a cool gray, you know what I'm saying? Like get like a cool gray. That
I like
joint
that
would be
gunmetal silver
fire.
though.
But I ain't gonna even front. If we have that, I'm probably gonna end up going Kelly Green because that reminds me of being a kid, being a fan, being raised in South Jersey. That was it. You know what I'm saying? I remember being in 1993, no 1991. Reggie White and Jerome Brown came to my school and talked to us about Dare. And I remember my pops was like, yo, I heard they coming to your school. So I went to a hood school. I went to Martin Luther King. Don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me. All you guests, don't judge me. I went to Martin Luther King Elementary. But what I'm saying though is my pops was like, yo, you gonna put this damn green jersey. I said, yeah, I got you. Yo, they came there, they told us they off drugs. But we all know they was on that sugar booger in the back in the days. But yeah, man, it was, bro. That like literally that era was so dope, and I'm pretty sure I speak for everybody here. That era was so dope, man.
Yeah, man. You had Herschel Walker, Fred Barnett, Randall Cunningham. It was a squad. Eric Allen was in the backfield. You had Willie T.
T, bro.
Yo, that was a squad back then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I had all their cards. All their cards.
Before I take off, could I ask you 2 questions?
Yeah.
And you guys got okay. So, if you could take up one player from the Rams and one player from the Bengals, who would it be? And whoever wants to go first.
To come to our squad?
Yeah, let's say we could. It doesn't matter who it is. If you could pick one player from the Rams right now, who would it be? And then also from the Bengals.
I think that's pretty easy.
All right, let's see.
I mean, I would go with Jamar Chase and Aaron Donald. I mean, that he's the best defensive lineman in the league. Who else you gonna pick?
Hey, AK, you next.
Okay.
Listen, man, I would go with probably Jalen Ramsey and Jesse Bates.
Okay.
I'm
probably gonna go. I ain't gonna even lie. Justin Bates. I'm about to go him on that on the defense side and offense side for Rams. Robert Woods.
Okay.
Robert Woods or Cooper Kupp, one of the two. Doesn't matter. I would love to have one of the wide receivers and get Jalen Reagor out of here.
Yeah, that's pretty hard because if you're talking about the Bengals, there's 2 players, and I know we have Jalen, but Joe Burrow is a difference maker. I mean, that kid is amazing. But you also look at the fact that we have Devontae Smith. And I would love to see what it would look like if Jamar Chase was on that opposite end. So I'm gonna say Jamar Chase from the Bengals, and for the Rams, initially I was gonna say Andrew Whitworth, the left tackle, try to move over to right.
Oh, okay.
That'd be too much. Yeah. That'd be too much. That's a little extra. So I'm gonna have to say the man that locks down that defense for me is Jalen Ramsey. I could only imagine him going over everywhere. Then you got Slay on the back end too. Oh my.
Yeah, facts. Birdman, go ahead.
I like
All
that.
right. I'm not gonna. I would take a quarterback that's kind of like a little obvious, but if it
You
wasn't
said quarterback?
I would take Cooper Kupp.
Hurt season, baby.
I would take
Hurts
Cooper
off season.
Kupp, and I would take Mixon.
That's a good pick.
Okay.
Reliable.
Right.
Hey, we all said it. The best ability is reliability and availability. And hey, Mixon's been that guy.
Yeah, and I just really want to get. I think the Philadelphians need to do some soul searching, and we need to get some grit, guys. We need some grit in the Philadelphia Eagles. It's just a must, man. It's someone's got to be the leader here. Someone's got to take the realms, and it's kind of been we just kind of been waiting for the guys. I mean, some guys are close, but it's not quite there. Like we need this guy. Like we need that Debo, that Cooper, somebody that Mixon or whatever.
Yeah.
Just to that's why I'm my anxiety is through the roof with this offseason. We have the quarterback situation is the quarterback situation, but also it's just I want Howie just to.
Speaking of your anxiety, would you do the steal, Birdman? Right here. Would you do the steal? Third round, Houston's third round overall for our 19th pick, Minshew, Rieger. What do you think?
That's pretty. Yeah,
that's pretty.
Done. Done. Where are we signing?
Where do I sign?
Whose back can I sign on?
Right here. That means Vic is gonna go drop Jalen off at the airport.
Yeah,
Yo, listen, I will personally drive him there. We will make sure he's on time.
I don't think that should be played because I don't want King to look at me in a bad way. So let's not play that.
You know what's funny? Nah, you know what? On the way to the airport, as we're coming into Philadelphia International, I'm gonna hit the plan there just to hear it as he goes out and like, who's that?
You didn't hear my rant, did you, King? You never heard it, did you?
No, I didn't hear your rant.
Flego, you got it, don't you?
Right after Rager drops the game-winning touchdown.
Yeah,
this is wrong.
You have my rant, right?
All right, so now I gotta research this because I gotta hear his rant.
I got it.
You're in here, help out.
Got
it? I got it.
Wasn't it on Jinx's channel or something?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Because I didn't see it on your channel.
No, I didn't know about it till after it was posted and shit, and people come in and start laughing at me. I'm like, what y'all laughing at? And they're like, oh, you don't know? I'm like, no, please fill me in. And then next thing you know, it's there.
He isolated what was like a good 2 minutes of the audio.
Oh my God, dude! I was busting up like everybody was. I didn't even intentionally mean that to go viral either, but.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head out.
All right, yo, MK, what's going on?
My guy.
I'm with the family, but all right.
All right, Birdman, appreciate you, bro.
Let me know, Foothills, when you got time, man.
Definitely.
We'll do.
Hey, man, sum my guy up.
All the time. But
hey, I'm glad you're feeling better too. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, I was a weird
knocked out for a couple weeks.
Not the way you want to break in the new year, but it is what it is.
You're telling me.
All right, guys. Peace.
Have a
Bye.
good one.
Bye.
Better, Birdman.
Uh-oh, we're breaking into NASA. What are we doing?
Hold on.
I think we're going into AK's.
Dude, I can't find this shit. Do you know where it is?
I don't. I haven't watched it in a minute. Jinx, if you're in the chat,
yeah, right.
See if you can send us a link.
Shout out to Mitch, Richie. You're most definitely right, bro. The Steelers broke out them Bumblebee. I'm going to prison. Yeah, see, jerseys like 50 times, son. Like, yeah. See, we're gonna break out. See, you know what I mean? Like,
that's like their Stiegel style uniform.
Yeah, man. That's crazy,
look like they're going to play some rugby.
Yeah, man. You know what jerseys I did not like, and I don't know if y'all remember this. I remember when McNabb and them were wearing those the baby blue with the yellow joint. Remember that?
Yeah.
I was like, nah, son. Nah, son. Don't bring them joints back, son. Leave them shits back there.
Powder blue with the yellow. Ugh.
Yeah. Ugh. Nah.
Now you know who I didn't like? The Packers. The blue and like khaki colored ones. Yo, those are horrible. And you got that little circle. That's all it was.
Yeah, those is just terrible. This is terrible, man. You know what the Bengals should do? The Bengals should whip out the old joint too.
There it is.
With the stripes on the helmet.
Yo, those were hot.
Fire. Those
It's not just
Oh,
get the
did you
orange,
find
just
it?
get the bangers.
Yeah.
Gio send it.
Fire.
All right.
Oh, Gio sent it over. Appreciate you, Gio.
Oh, fuck. Don't judge me, King. Seriously. He caught me at my weak point.
Yo, shout out to Antonio, man. Thanks for tuning in. My man said he had an incredible game, most def. I would say, but them Jones was garbage. Son, I was like, yo. I remember when I flipped the G, I was like, yo. They're not wearing green. What's going on? And I remember my mom was like, yeah, we was the Steagles before that. I said, oh, that's terrible. They put them shits
It was
back
made
in the
for
closet,
black and white TV.
Yes, it was made for black and white TV.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Mitch, what up, man? What's going on, man? Yo, why is everybody saying that the old Devontae Smith Philly cheesesteaks? All right, I want to talk about this. I want to touch base with this, okay? First of all, the best Philly cheesesteaks, you know what I'm saying, it's your opinion, right? My favorite, I'm gonna give you my top 4. So I'm gonna give you my top 4. Okay, so I'm gonna give you 2 in Philly, I'm gonna give you 2 in Jersey, okay? So my top 1 in Jersey, I would have to say Gitano's. I grew up on there. I grew up in South Jersey, Cherry Hill, Willingboro, Beverly. I grew up there. So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Number 2, I'm about to say Joe's and Blackwood. Blackwood, you know, Blackwood's like it's kind of by Cherry Hill, good area. Over there, kind of by Camden, good Philly cheesesteaks. Then you got Ooey Gooey's. Ooey Gooey's in South Philly is nice. What you talking about? And then after that, you probably got De Los Santos. De Los Santos over there by the water. But then like they don't take cash. I mean, when they take cash, they don't take cards. So that might be a big thing because you don't want to carry cash in Philly.
Hey, since you've been there a lot, and you were around there a lot, you might know what I'm talking about because I don't know the name of it. But God, I wish I did because I'd shout them out a lot more. But you know where the state penitentiary is? You know, the Al Capone one where they do all the
that's kind of like North Philly, isn't it?
Yeah. All right. If you come out of the penitentiary and you make a right there, and you walk down to the red light, there's the little gas station that sits there.
Yes.
All right. Right next to that gas station, there's that hole in the wall diner that sits in there. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yes, I know you're talking about. Yes,
no, that place. I love their fucking cheesesteaks, bro. That place has amazing cheesesteaks. What's the name of that?
I know you're talking about. So yeah, I know what you're talking about though. So in North, it's kind of the bottom of North Philly. It's in the bottom of North Philly. Yes, I know. Little
hole in the wall, little like Italian place that sits.
Well, that's the best. But that's the best. Yeah. That's the best. Like I feel like that's the best. When you get your Philly cheesesteak. See, this is the thing though. If you like your bread with the razor blades and cutting your gums up and shit. Do not make me none, son. Do not make me none. Do not invite me. I'll smack the shit out you. Don't do that. I'm not coming. You know what I'm saying? Like Ishkabibbles. Like people are like, oh, I like Ishkabibbles. That bread is hard as shit. I feel like a slave, son. Like what the come on, son. No, I'm not eating that.
Not trying to sharpen my teeth. Damn.
Yeah, yo, they cut, yo. It's like eating. You know, back in the day, your parents ain't got that a lot of money. You go get that box of cereal. You get the Crunch Berries. They ain't got the berries in it. They got the Captain Crunch. You cut you paying. That's you know what I'm saying? You paying for it. Your shit look like a slave. Like who's your master? Like you get your gums just mashed up. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not doing that. But most definitely, the whole, but De Los Santos, the whole of the walls, they got the best Philly cheesesteaks. But you got to understand something. Devontae Smith is from the South, so he likes pool boys and shout out to New Orleans. They got good food. I've been there several times.
Let me get a beignet.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying?
It's a little powdery, but it's okay.
Oh yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? And then they got Master P's, Currency's little restaurant. It's nothing but Cajun food. Like it was some of the best food. So he's a skinny little dude. You know what I'm saying? Us East Coast people, we more like we big people, man. Most of us over 6 foot, probably like 270, 280.
Hey, it ain't all about the cheesesteak either. You got the roast pork sandwiches out there too.
Facts.
Hey, John's Rosport. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're gonna have to tell me about that one because I'm gonna need to get on that joint too.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
coming back.
Bang.
I'm coming back home in the summer, man. I'm definitely. You want to let me know. I'm getting your number, Vic. We're gonna
All right,
definitely.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely get that joint, though.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So the what was I going to ask you guys about? Oh yeah, the possibility of our defensive coordinator, at least for now, possibly being another white head coach. We're going to talk about that as well. The Brian Flores stuff.
Listen.
We're definitely going to dive into that. But Jonathan Gannon.
Please go.
I think we're all okay with it. We are perfectly fine with it. We are all okay with it.
You got all your underwear. You got all your Johns. Make sure you got all that stuff in your bags. You pack your shit up.
Listen.
You don't understand. I've been praying for Texans for so long. Like, if they could just make this move, stop thinking about Josh McCown. Just, open your eyes to the possibility of a coach with somewhat experience. You know what I mean? Just somewhat experience. Just take Gannon off our hands, please.
Please.
Right?
Please take Gannon off our hands.
Yeah.
I'm so and people, and so I was talking to my pops the other day. My pops was like, it's a Zimmerman defense, and if we get a linebacker, it'd be better. Okay, but we Eagle fans, we all know that Howie's not going to draft a linebacker in the first round. He's not going to draft a Lloyd. He's not going to draft what's the other young bull? Man, I forgot the other young bull that me and Gail was talking about. He's not going to draft a linebacker.
The kid out of Alabama?
Yes. We're gonna get a linebacker. It's gonna be the third, fourth round, right? Let's be honest. They just don't value that position. I don't understand it. And as a Eagles fan, we've always had good linebackers. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've always had that. Hugh Douglas. The last, I think, what was the last linebacker of you guys that you think we had that was good?
Trotter.
Nigel Brown. Trout. Okay.
Trotter.
Maybe Carlos Edmonds. I mean,
he stayed here for like a spell.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said
he was more of a giant standout.
Jordan Hicks. Was probably the last draft.
Yeah, I'll give you Hicks.
The third round draft pick, and that wasn't even Howie. That was Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly picked him. So it's just they don't value that position. They don't. I wouldn't say they won't. So this is my question to you guys, and I don't mean to take over. But what is the 3 things that you would love to see in this year's draft? Like, if Vic, and then I know Vic, I know what you're about to go. I already know you, Vic. Where are you going to go in the first round?
If we're staying pat where we're at, we're not trying to make no moves up. We're staying at 15, 16.
Staying at 15.
I'm going to say it's the best available between a defensive lineman, and we got to look at that. We need an edge rusher. We need another defensive lineman. But if say a good talent drops down and that's safety, listen, I'm going to go after that. But I think those and linebacker, I say linebacker is something you can take care of maybe in the second, third round. You don't necessarily need to focus that in the first. Second, third, if you want a quality round, but like you said, we don't really focus on them. So I'm figuring 4th, 5th round, that's maybe when they want to dabble into a linebacker. That's the realistic view for Howie. But for me, like I said, it depends on what's out there. But if we're looking at a defensive lineman, a great defensive lineman, or a defensive end, that's where we should go.
Okay. AK. 3 first-round picks. Who are you picking?
First 3? You mean?
First 3. No, we're staying at 15, 16, and 19. Yep. So
all right, that's fine. I think we should do that anyway. I'm not trading nothing away, honestly, if it's my opinion. But 15, man, my first off is going to be if Linderbaum is there at 15, you take Linderbaum for center.
I got so much shit off my PD.
No. hey, don't worry about them, my guy. They don't. No. Listen, I'm taking Linderbaum at 15. Okay, no lie. Hands down. Okay. If he's there, I'm taking
him. He's available. Okay.
Yes, I'm taking him. If not, I'm going Karlaftis or Ajobu, if one of them are there. Okay? If Linderbaum's taken. Now, at 16, and I've had this man here, and he'll stay there until we don't pick him. 16 is Jordan Davis, hands down, no questions asked. All right, Jordan Davis will be the disruption that we have been looking for in this defensive line. He might not get you the most sacks, but dude, what this guy will do in the run game and the pass pressure game alone makes him a valuable asset for this defense. And then at 19, man, I'm either going with Booth, Sauce, or just anyone that is the top talent at that position at that point. I'm not going wide receiver offensively, but this whole draft for me, bro, other than Linderbaum at 15, I'm mainly going all offense or defense. Okay, like I might go offensive line later in the rounds, like maybe 5, 6, 7, if you want depth. But other than that, everyone that comes off this board is defense. Every single one.
I'm just trying to remember who was like the best, like who really comes out of the first round at center.
Linderbaum's your only center coming out of the first round.
Yeah, Linderbaum's
I'm saying, like,
He's the only one.
I could only think of one, and that was Mango. But other than that, like what first round center really worked out? I think that's something you can get. Again, we got ours in the 6th round.
Wasn't Mac a first round pick?
Who?
Quentin Nelson wasn't a center, but hell, he was taken 5th overall.
But he was
Mac.
a guard.
The center for the.
I was going to say he was a guard.
Mac.
Well,
I know. I said he wasn't a center, but he was taken 5th.
Yeah.
A lineman is a lineman is a lineman in the end, dude.
Oh, but I know that. But that's what I'm saying. Like tackles get taken in the first round. Their first picks. But I mean for a center specifically. That's what I mean. That's a little.
Yeah, but dude, listen, I'm trying to do exactly what we did with Mailata with JP. All right, JP carried this team for 17 fucking years, and he did a great job doing it. Kels did the same fucking thing for our team at center. He carried us so many years. I'm looking for a guy that can fill those shoes. And I'm sorry, I've looked at a lot of centers, and Linderbaum matches him perfectly. Size, weight, everything. He is literally everything that Kels is. And you have the best, and not just that, but you have the best offensive line coach in the NFL. None of these other teams have what we have, and that's Stoutland. Stoutland will make Linderbaum into an all-pro instantly. I promise you that.
I understand, but this is my question to you, though. With you're drafting Linderbaum, so this is the future, right? And this means Kels is not coming back. We don't know what he's doing. Linder Dickerson can play center. Salamalo can play center. Where are we going? Think about it. This depth, the offensive line depth is crazy. Herbig. What's the other young bull that we just got? Opeta. No. Opeta played good. He played good. You know what I'm saying? So and like you mentioned, AK, with the coaching staff, like, would you go center at 15 if he's there? If Kels is there, and
you want to know why?
Why?
Oh no, Kels is not retired. No. Kels is not retired. No, I'm not. Because you can always wait till next year to do that. You can always do that next year. I'm saying I take Linderbaum at 15 only if Kels retires. Other than that, Linderbaum's off the books, 100%.
Okay.
For me, I'm not super familiar right now. I have to do a lot of draft research because with everything going on, I haven't been focusing on anything really outside of the fam. But as far as positional wise, at 15. I'm probably taking the best defensive end out there. At 16, I'm probably, if there's a fairly fast, it doesn't have to be straight line speed, but a good corner with some decent size, I'm probably taking him at 16. And I think we could probably address it later in the draft. So as far as safety goes, so with the 19th pick, I would probably go the best person on the board. Really, probably maybe another offensive lineman. We'll have to see. It's just really going to depend on what other teams do. I hope we, like you guys said, I hope we don't do anything foolish and we keep these draft picks because, like I said in the description, we literally have a king's ransom right now.
Most
there's
definitely.
not a lot of teams that can say that they have 3 first-round picks in the same freaking year. So that's
Most
pretty
definitely.
in the top 20.
But to
And we
roll
can
back
make
off
so
on
much damage because they're so close together. Like I said, it's the heart of the draft.
right.
Well, and what makes it so hard to answer this question too, man, is we got to get through free agency first. I mean,
Exactly. I was about to point on that.
I'm sitting here saying edge. I'm sitting here saying center. You know what? Who knows if Kels retires and they go out and they get Jensen from Tampa Bay, the center from Tampa. Okay, well, center's off the fucking books then. If they go out and they get Hassan Riddick. Okay, well, edge is off the book now for me right now. If they go out and they get anybody, we got to look at other positions that we didn't fill.
But time out. So when you're saying Hassan Reddick, what is Hassan Reddick? Is he a DN or is he an outside linebacker? I'm a rush the quarterback.
No, he's an outside linebacker, rushing quarterback.
He's a better talented Gerald Avery.
Oh, thank you. Okay, we're there. So I would go. This is if free agency. If it was me and it's free agency, I'm going after Chandler Jones. I'm going after Micah Fitzpatrick.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's not a free agent. You'd have to trade for Fitz.
We're going to trade for him.
What about how about Cordell Patterson?
Are tied up in money. Steelers are tied up in money.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
As running back though,
James Conner.
No. If you're going anyone at running back, I'm going for Fournette. Instantly.
I'm going James Conner.
I don't like Conner. Conner doesn't produce. He doesn't get yards.
Yeah.
He doesn't get yards, and he's another thing too. He gets hurt a lot. Listen, AK
he does get hurt a lot.
AK put it in my head. I'm so fixated on Leonard Fournette.
Listen,
really?
King, I gotta ask you something.
You want Lenny playoff Lenny.
Hey, I gotta ask you something. King. What was the one reason do you think that we didn't go back to back from 17 and 18?
Vic's having lots of Super Bowl pass with a bruiser running back that did some pretty good damage.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. You were missing LeGarrette Blount in 18. That's why you did not go back to back. Leonard Fournette is a miniature LeGarrette Blount, and you team him up with Miles Sanders.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine that having Lenny playoff and then with Miles Sanders. But I need Miles Sanders. I need you to make it. I need you to make the team. Not from the tub. I need you on the field.
Let me ask you guys this.
Exactly. But that's why you get Leonard Fournette, because if Miles does tank this year, then you have Fournette to lean on next year.
Okay. So in that scenario, if that scenario, right? Okay, and I agree with you guys. Who are you going to resign to have that backup for Miles Sanders? Are you going to resign Boston Scott? Or you letting?
Miles is the backup now. Leonard Fournette's here. Miles is the backup.
Oh yeah.
You got
to. I can't say that. You're gonna have a Cleveland type approach. You're gonna have Hunt / Chubb. That's
you'll say it's a running back by committee. You'll have a running back by committee. We won't say there's a feature back. We'll just have maybe 1 week we'll start Miles, maybe 1 week depending on the matchup.
Yes,
that's how we'll roll. But for the most part, all intents and purposes, Miles will lose that feature back role.
Probably so. Probably so.
Comes in, what happens throughout the year?
Kind of like Ronald Jones did, right? In Tampa Bay. I mean,
he's a free agent as well. He's a free agent as well.
Yeah.
Fumbling issue.
I have a free agent question for you guys. Is there any of our free agents right now? Our free agents that are. Is there anyone that you guys would want to bring back? You're talking Eric Barnett. You're talking Gordon Howard.
No. Get his ass out of here. Get his ass out of here. I'm tired. I'm tired of can't get right. He is literally, you have that guy on your team. He's like, that boy can't get right. He is literally that. Goddamn.
More personal fouls than sacks in his career.
Yeah, facts. Donkey the day ass looking ass. Anyway,
I don't think I've ever hated a Philadelphia Eagle. I love my team. I love my players. I don't know if I've ever hated. I hope he goes to Dallas. I hope Derek Barnett goes to Dallas or go to New York or go be a commander. Hey. Go play at Waste Management Field. Go over there.
Go ahead and replace Randy Gregory. Go ahead. Y'all both in the same damn bandwagon.
No lie. Derek Barnett needs to be wearing a helmet, but he's wearing the wrong type of helmet.
Facts. He looked like radio. He looked like radio on the damn field.
All of the frustration that we've had in between combining Nelson Aguilar and now Jalen Reagor, that doesn't even come close to the frustration I've had with this Derek Barnett by himself. Seriously.
It's a tragedy that he has the Tennessee all-time sack record. You know what I mean? Like, it's a tragedy.
It is.
Yo,
listen, the great Reggie White, you know what I mean? He put Tennessee on the map, and then you got Barnett coming out here. And I still remember the talk about Barnett when he was drafted. Great motor, high motor kid. That is one of the laziest players I've ever seen. One of the most undisciplined players I've ever seen come through. And it's insane that he's still on this team.
Yeah. All right, so if you want me to say come back, okay, please don't judge me, but I have a soft spot for Rodney McLeod. He's a leader of this defense. He's a leader of the room. He's a great mentor. He does a lot for the city of Philadelphia, especially in the hood. I would love for him to come back. So that's on defense. And on offense, I would love to have Boston Scott. I would say Greg Ward, but I think that experience might be time to get him out of here.
Yeah.
But I like McLeod because of what he does for the city and what he's going to do for that young nucleus that we're about to have in Philadelphia. I think, yes, you can say he's washed, but he saved our season. He saved our asses against the Washington, a.k.a. Commanders, Chief G.I. Joe football team when we needed to make the damn playoffs. So y'all can say whatever y'all can say about what he's washed. He saved our season.
Yeah.
That's my kid.
Can't disagree with that. Like I said, we're not in a position to actually give up on our safeties. We can't really say right now if we want to give up. If we can sign all these players to team-friendly deals, especially for McLeod, by all means, we need a safety. Same goes for Harris. If we can sign him to another team-friendly deal, and that's what we should do. Because again, we don't know what's going on with our future.
I like Anthony Harris, and another person that's going to step up and Marcus Epps. I think that kid is going to step up.
I was just about to fucking say that, bro. I'm okay with getting rid of McLeod because guess what? I really like Marcus Epps. He's 26 years old. He showed me a lot this year. I want to see him in a full season. Let's see what this kid's got. Seriously.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I like his ball hawking skills.
Yeah, I do. And he's not how we all play football, right? So he's that one player. He's that one player that he's not afraid to stick his face in the.
He's a vicinity guy.
He loves contact. I love that out of his.
He's a thumper.
I love it.
Vic said, he may not he's a ball hawk, but he's a vicinity guy too. He's always in the vicinity of the football, and he loves contact. I want that out of my safeties. Marcus Epps. I mean, to me, I was thinking earlier, he's got a lot of potential. I don't think we've even seen even come close to what he can be. And I think he's got the potential to be a pretty dominant dynamite safety in this league. I really do. I got a lot of.
Remember last year when they were calling for his head? They didn't want him here anymore.
Yeah.
Listen, I still remember that Steelers game in the preseason. I think he had 3 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
He was going off. And then through the year, you know what I'm saying? You've seen when, just like you were saying, anytime that there was a big play, if you look at it, Marcus Epps is doing something. He's part of the reason why it happened. He's out there making moves, keeping his eyes focused on the quarterback, reading that play before it happened. Marcus Epps is very instinctual. That's what I like about him. His physicality, great. He's got to step up the speed. He has to hone that in. That's all.
Question: he was an undrafted free agent, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, you guys remember when the phantom interception he had, and everybody was like, "Yo, where the ball go?" And he had it. I was like, "Yo, what the?" I do remember that. You know what I'm saying?
He kept quiet.
Those are the type of plays. Yeah, and those are the type of plays that you want to see from your safety. You're so far away from the ball, and you're going to make a play. That's the type of safety that you want to have on your squad. But like I said, though, I ain't going to even front. I would love to have Kyle Hamilton, but I know Kyle Hamilton is not going to make it to 15.
Hey, this is my one thing about Hamilton. And I understand. Listen, if you know me and you've seen me throughout the whole year, I have been a staunch proponent on getting Hamilton, making moves to get Hamilton. But the one thing that is intriguing about this offseason,
I'll do it.
there's a vacuum at quarterback for a lot of teams. And there's a lot of movement between coaches and GMs. So a lot of guys are going to want their quarterbacks in there. I think, whatever happens in free agency, it all depends on what's out there, because some guys might want to wait until after the draft. Some guys want to go before the draft. Now, we all know Aaron Rodgers is a big name. We all know Russell Wilson's a big name. But the quarterbacks after that, the Kirk Cousins, those guys, where are they landing? Where's Derek Carr? Is he going to resign? Is he going to another team? Those dominoes, if they haven't fallen,
Jimmy G.
If those dominoes haven't fallen by the draft, there might be a big get for quarterbacks in that first round, which will have a trickle effect of good players dropping down later in the round. So that's what I'm hoping happens. That's what I'm hoping happens.
They're going to drop
most definitely. And then there's another thing. There's another thing in the free agency, and I want to tackle this before we end up going on another segment. The wide receiver position. There's one wide receiver that I really, 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 really want, and nobody's really talking about it.
Who is it? Is it what?
Boom.
King, we gotta start a show. We got to, bro.
Bing bong,
bang.
You know what I'm saying? Mike Williams. Yeah. I would love to have Mike.
Fuck
Williams.
Yes.
If I could get Mike Williams, oh my God, bro! You have a
game set match.
And then the other side, you have Devontae Smith, and then we can some way, and this is a dream scenario. Don't judge me. If we can get like a, I know what I'm gonna say his name. Get that, Atlanta. I'm calling your number. What's up, man? Can I get what's the young boy's name?
Calvin Ridley.
Can I get him? Give me a third pick. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna give you Jalen Regular. Y'all need to switch. Destinations anyway.
Oh
hey,
God.
Real quick, King. How would you feel about, instead of giving away a pick for that, Calvin Ridley, what would you say if we go the cheaper route in the wide receiver branch and maybe go for like a Day Westbrook or some one of these younger guys to play slot that still have the height and speed and still are like 26 and give them another opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going.
What about my guy Quez? He can't handle the.
That's what I was about to say. I think Quez can be good. I think Quez can be good in that position.
Yeah.
I think he'd be somebody that can be able to hand up. He's a good third. Let's be honest. It's
just a competition thing for me. You got to give him a little competition. That's why I said go get like a Dougie Westbrook, somebody who's not great but are established, and let's see what he's got.
DJ Chark.
DJ Chark.
I think he's more of a number two than a slot guy, though. He's more of a number two. But my guy's always going to be Allen Robinson. I think he's a trusty stalwart.
I would love to have Robinson.
Allen Robinson, you can't go wrong with him.
Let's play this for you real quick. King, this is what we were trying to play for you earlier. So, like AK said, don't judge him. Here we go. Let me set the stage for you.
I'm turning my camera off for this.
Playoff game, and Mr. Jalen Reagor is trying to, or he's trying to.
He just missed the ball.
The punt muffle. The muff punt. Reagor, you stupid fucking idiot! That's the one you want to catch. Really? That's the one you want to catch. I really fucking hate this kid. Oh my God. I fucking hate this guy. Don't give me that. What the fuck just happened? You fucking dropped the ball, you piece of shit. I can't, bro. I can't. I fucking
poor AK. Poor AK. That's my man.
Turn the camera off.
I want to walk up to Reagor and just punch him in his face so fucking hard and kick him in his balls so he cannot reproduce. Like, fuck this guy. Okay? Seriously, fuck this kid. I'm done with him. You better fucking trade him. You better get rid of him. You do something. You know? No, can't. I'm just. Wow. All the punts this kid has let go out of all the fucking games so far this year. He has let how many bounce? How many has this kid let go? How many times have we seen it? And that's the one you want to catch. You're a fucking moron, Rager. Just saying it right now.
The momentum was building. Yo, AK, okay. Can you come back on screen, please?
Okay. I'm sorry, I was laughing so hard.
Yo, you my man 50 grand. But when you said punch him in the face and go down, I'm done. I am done.
Yo, you think that's funny, man? You should have heard what I said about J-Jaw when he dropped that fucking pass in the end zone, bro.
Oh, it hit him
I was like, I hope to God this guy does not have a baby because that's his baby in the future. Drop.
Hit him right in the balls, though. Hit him right in the balls, man. God, hit him right in the balls.
Goodness.
Drop that pass, man. I don't
And thanks.
You're in the NFL. How do you body catch? Can we talk about that? They teach you that in high school. Hands. Hands. The body catching? This is you in the pros. You don't do body catches.
Yo, and shout out to Jinx, man. He did not tell me about him doing that. He did not fucking mention a word. I just showed up on a live one day. He's like, here, check this shit out. And I was like, no, you fucking didn't.
Fellas, imagine they put a beat behind that joint. That joint would go hard, son.
Maybe we'll have to do that.
The remix god. It's the remix god. You put a dope beat with it, yo. I'm gonna get that audio.
You motherfucker. You speed it up a little bit.
I'm gonna put a beat in.
There you go.
Let's do it.
The remix god. I'm gonna put a beat behind that joint too. That joint will be hot. So I'm be in the club. You know what I'm saying? Cass will be doing the robot.
Stick you in your pole so you can't reproduce. You know, stick you in your bowl so you can't reproduce.
You can't produce. You can't produce. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Hit him with that Timberland joint. You know what I'm saying? Man, that should be funny. That should be funny. Yo, the momentum and the way it went silent. Okay. But as a Philadelphia Eagles fan, that's how we all felt. So you ain't got to apologize for that. Don't be embarrassed. That's how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Say it with your chest.
Oh, I said it with my chest. Don't think I didn't. It was said.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So I'm sure you guys have all heard, and the chat, I'm sure you guys have all heard as well. Our old coach, Doug Peterson, is now the new head coach in Jacksonville for the Jaguars. So he is taking over with Trevor Lawrence as his quarterback, and he's dusting off the visor, and he's headed to the sunny state of Florida. So, Vic 3, what are you thinking about this hire by the Jags?
Listen, it was something that they had to do. You have Byron Leftwich, a Jacksonville legend, turned them down. They were embarrassed. They needed.
We know why, but Vic, we know why he turned that down, right?
Oh, listen, Byron knows the shit show that is Jacksonville. He knows the joke that is Shad Khan. I mean, like, he understands. Listen, Jacksonville is the closest thing you can get to WWE.
Is the biggest joke in the NFL.
I think one of the intentions one of the contentions that Byron had was if he was the coach, Balky had to leave. That was one of the big contentions that he had. They weren't willing to make a move on that, so he just withdrew his name.
Nobody wants to play for him. Nobody wants to go there because of Balky.
Look at how he ruined San Francisco.
He ruined San Francisco.
Yeah, he did.
Swiftly.
Yes.
Now, I'll give him some credit. It looks like they're trying to do something here, but again, the move to hire Urban Meyer. That's a
Urban Liar?
That was terrible.
That whole coaching staff. Now, Doug has a lot of work to do. He got in there because, he is a Super Bowl winning coach. That clout came through. That's why he got the job. Jacksonville had to look good. They had to present something to the fan base. They had to present something to, everyone that's in the ownership group. They had to bring in a big name. Doug, for all intents and purposes,
Vic, don't you
he
feel
was
like
the biggest name?
Yeah, but don't you feel like he was like a backup option? He obviously wasn't there. Like you said, Byron was there first. Byron said, if Bulky's not leaving, I ain't coming anywhere near y'all's dumpster fire down there. I'm going to stay here in Tampa.
But let's think about it, though. Who else better than Doug to take over? Because that's the same thing that happened in Philadelphia. He wasn't the first guy. We had McAdoo on the list.
Oh,
he was not the first. He was not the first, second, or third option. So if anyone's used to that, it's Doug. So for him, he's coming back home. Now, can he handle the madness? Can he handle the madness that's in Jacksonville? Will they trust him
and quiet the storm? If he can quiet the storm of what is going on over there, because this is the thing, though.
If he can get them anywhere near where he got us, he's going to have to be the most underrated coach of maybe all time.
Well, how is anyone brought up the point that he has to play Carson Wentz twice a fucking year?
Well, it's been speculated that Press Taylor is the offensive coordinator. So for Eagles fans, we would see this as they're starting off on the bad foot. We had a lot of issue with Press Taylor. We know that the reason why he got the job at Philadelphia is because of his brother, who's had great success. And they thought somehow through osmosis that would work through his brother. He's worked with the Colts. He's done his thing. Now they may bring him over to Jacksonville for him to be the OC. We'll see what Press Taylor got. Now, if that's true, the spotlight's on him. He's going to have to bring up Trevor Lawrence. He's going to have to get that offense going. That's something that we had issues with Doug. His relationship with his coaching staff was more of a friend relationship. It's like you're giving friends chances instead of giving the right guy, the correct guy, the opportunity.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
He left. He might grow. He might grow was the reason why he got fired. He didn't want to. He didn't want to let him go. And so, and Press Taylor too. But the thing is, though, Carson Wentz didn't respect Press Taylor because it's like, bro, you the same age as me. What do you know about NFL? You ain't never stepped in my shoes. But this is one thing I will have to say. If Trent Baalke can draft the way he drafted in San Francisco with Bowman and Willis and those guys that he had in the backfield and the wide receiver talent and the free agency that he had, bro. If he can do that and he can give the keys to, he can give the keys to the Ferrari to Doug and Doug can drive. We know Doug can do it. Thing is, though, is Trevor Lawrence really that guy? The running back that got hurt in the first game is I forgot. I can't say his name.
Etienne.
Yeah, Etienne. Yeah. Is he that guy? Because you got to see what you have because I don't think they have that many weapons, man. Like DJ Chark, I think he's gone. I think he's out of there. Mm-hmm. They're starting to rebuild.
If Doug brings in Press as his OC, he's still going to be calling the plays, right? So. Is Doug going to learn from his past mistakes?
Okay,
is he going to be able to maybe pull back the reins on that a little bit?
But Foothills, this is my question to you. So if you're going to have Doug, and he's like, I'm going to bring my guys, is he going to take? Hey, I'm going to take Deuce as my OC, or is he going to go with Press Taylor as my OC, and then, or are you going to take? Hey, Press, I want you to be my quarterback coach, or DeFilippo. DeFilippo's still out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand. If you want the stability that you had with the Philadelphia Eagles when we won that Super Bowl, and that magic carpet ride that we had, man, that was a good year. But if you want that same coaching that you want to have, and you're going to try to bring to Jacksonville, I don't think they just have the talent to even do what they want to do. To be honest with you, but I think it's going to take It's not going to take no 2 years like it did in Philadelphia. It's going to take at least like 4 or 5.
People said the same thing about Cincinnati, and look at them now.
One thing I'm hoping with Doug is, we have that relationship. Maybe we can ease some good defensive players out of Jacksonville.
True.
There's only one player I want from Jacksonville, man.
DJ?
Robinson.
AK made a good point, though.
I'll take Robinson, too. And Jack. I'll take Jack, too.
Doug's going to be playing his old buddy Frank Reich twice a year. You know, they're in the same division.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz versus Doug Peterson. Let's fucking go. I'll watch that every day.
Wentz
And when you think about that division, that's a pretty good division. You got Tennessee, you got Jacksonville, you have the Colts, and then you got the Texans.
Put Russell Wilson on
the Texans are going to be terrible for years.
Put Russell Wilson on the Titans, and look out.
Ooh.
Look out. They could be dangerous.
AJ, and Julio.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm taking Myers Jack. If I could pick anybody from that damn defense, Myers Jack, please come down to Philadelphia. I would. Oh my God, bro, he's definitely a difference maker. That's definitely a difference maker.
Yeah, I mean, Deuce is already the OC in Detroit, right? So that would just be a lateral move if he became the OC.
Is he OC or is he running back coach?
I thought he was a running back coach. I don't think he's an OC.
Okay.
Hey, give shout out to Deuce for being the head coach at the
That's right, at the Senior Bowl. Yeah, shout out, definitely shout out to Chris Malley and shout out to Gail. Those guys are out there. I think Gail just lost $350 to some college students. And happy birthday, Gail! Happy birthday, my guy. You're my big brother.
Happy birthday,
happy birthday, Gail.
My guy.
I seen him take there was a picture he posted on Instagram with Ed Orgeron. Gail.
Yeah.
Ed.
He FaceTimed me today, but I missed it because I was in the meeting. But that's my big brother, man. I wanted to say happy birthday to him. I meant to say it yesterday, but because 4 years ago. I'm pretty sure we were all drunk at this time 4 years ago.
4 years ago, I was partying up. It was my dad's birthday, and they won the first
that's what's up. Yo, happy birthday, Pops. Happy birthday, Pops.
Hey, that's right. Yeah. So, it was a good time. It was a good time.
Oh, man. If you could relive that moment, like, there's 3 days I wish I could remember. Or relive, and that would be my wedding day. Shout out to my wife. She's amazing. My daughter, the birth of my daughter was the best thing. I remember when she first came out, I said, "Oh, I got this Eagles onesie ready for her." You know what I'm saying? And now she's 6 years old. She comes out and like she's in her pajamas. She had her Eagles pants on and with an Eagles shirt on. You know what I'm saying? Fly Eagles fly. She was like, "Dad, I'm ready." I'm like,
"That's right."
Proud dad moment. You know what I'm saying? And then that champion, and then that Super Bowl.
Away some green tears.
Yeah, man, and that Super Bowl, bro. If I could, those are the three things that I can remember. And I had so much fun going back home for the NFC Championship versus the Vikings. And it was so good to be back home. I remember Viking fans passing me, and I was like, "Welcome to Philadelphia." They're like, "Oh, you're the nicest guy here." I was like, "Shit, wait till you go to the game tomorrow. We're going to ras ass all day."
I remember that time, man. They thought it was a wrap. Like the Vikings had.
Oh man, and the skull, on. I was like, "Nah, son, we ain't doing that."
That stadium was silent when we were up.
Oh yeah.
You listen. All that little underground tunnels that they had in Minnesota. Listen, they were gone. They were empty. Everyone had nothing to say. They were literally speechless.
Yeah.
And then when we won that game, I'll never forget. Like when that strip sack happened. In my mind, I instantly thought they're going to penalize us. That's all I thought of. And I can just remember pacing back and forth. It's Tom Brady. It's Tom Brady. You know, if you get a sack, somehow it's going to end up personal foul. If you get a fumble, it's a tough rule.
Well, it couldn't be because,
that shit was clean. That was clean.
Because Derek Barnett.
You know how refs are. After the play, they'll throw a flag. And I just had my head down and just so worried. Like, are they calling the flag? Do we get the ball back? And I hear my dad screaming how we got the ball back. There's still time on the board.
You know what I was screaming? Right after that strip sack, I was screaming, "Somebody get me a mother effing graham cracker right now! Give me a graham cracker right now!" I was so excited after that.
Brandon Graham, that was an amazing play, man. Like, talk about a pick that I remember when Brandon Graham was drafted. How mad I was. You know what I mean? To have this no-name DE out of Michigan. 12th, when we had many players around there. And for him to bring that championship home.
So I'm not the only person. So we were both on the same Earl Thomas, right?
Yes. Definitely.
Okay.
You
Just wanted to
understand how
say
mad
that.
I was.
But man, did that work out? Man, did
it
that
did.
work out?
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
that worked out. I want Earl Thomas so bad. That's the same thing. The same year we drafted, 84. I appreciate you. Thank you, Freddie Mitchell. Mr. 4 for
Fred X.
26. But I wanted Steve Smith so bad out of Utah. I was like, bro, he is way better than Freddie Mitchell. And they
Dude,
went
you
Freddie
remember that
Mitchell.
draft? That draft was Chad Johnson, TJ
Yes.
Hushmanzada, and
Zada.
Rudy Johnson. The Bengals
Yes.
locked it up with some late round picks, and it became amazing. I've always imagined that the Eagles would have got those players.
Well, TJ
Specifically,
Hushmanzada.
those three.
Yo, TJ
I always
was
wanted
nice.
TJ. Yeah.
Great number
like
two,
TJ a lot.
Chad an ultimate number one, and you had Rudy, who was a monster.
Rudy was a monster. And TJ Hushmanzada, a.k.a. Pretty Boy, a.k.a. Mr. Fly, a.k.a.
The
what is he
Barge.
called? DeBarge. Chico DeBarge, the Rhythm of the Night ass looking. I wanted him so bad, I ain't gonna lie. That man, my man put it in the ponytail, had all the waves, you know what I'm saying? Catching balls, you know what I'm saying? So I was like,
braces on and didn't even care. Still fly with the braces on.
Still fly with the braces on.
What?
Yeah, looking like Mr. Superfly. Man, I was like, oh man, I remember that draft. That was a good draft too, by the way. That was a good draft.
It was. Yeah, the NFL is obviously going through a lot of drama right now, a lot of scrutiny with this whole Brian Flores thing and the pending lawsuit. I mean, I want to get you guys' thoughts on this because definitely it's something that needs to be addressed because with Doug Peterson being hired, I mean, it's another white coach being hired by the NFL, and it's not surprising. I think he's the fifth or sixth white head coach to be hired this offseason now. So it just continues to be the whole Rooney rule. I mean, it's definitely flawed. It's definitely has to be. This whole thing needs to be addressed. So, Vic, what do you think about this whole thing going on?
I mentioned it before. Like what Brian Flores is doing is important, but I thought that he wasn't the guy that should be doing it. I think there are other people, like I mentioned before. We said Deuce Staley, Leslie Frazier, Eric Bieniemy, Ray Rose. That especially for us with the Eagles, year in and year out, when we had a head coaching search, Deuce was the first one interviewed just to check a box. A lot of people say that gives you experience, but it's one thing to say that those interviews give you coaching experiences, but if you're only used for that single purpose and never getting a look afterwards, what did that interview do for you? You know what I mean? You're not using it in the future. It's not doing anything for you. But I think that, a lot of those coaches that were on the team, even, I even mentioned Patrick Graham. He was one of the guys that interviewed too. How serious were the New York Giants in hiring him? Was he just another quota, another box to check out? A lot of teams around the NFL do that. They don't like to admit it.
You heard about you heard about the text message that Belichick accidentally sent to Flores that he thought he was sending to Brian Daboll, and that's now the Giants are trying to turn around and say that Bill Belichick didn't have any inside. Well, is Bill Belichick a psychic? What is he? He just knows the insides of your organization from the outside looking in. I mean, Bill Belichick's a good coach, but come on now, come on,
yeah.
Come on,
but
Giants.
We all know how the Giants. The Giants fan can speak for themselves. They all know how John Mara likes to get in there and get his hands dirty. And sometimes, he muddies the waters a little too much. Maybe he spoke out of turn when he, decided to interview a head coach before hiring a GM. We all know GMs have their certain list. They want to look at their certain guys. But again, I think Brian Flores was giving an opportunity in Miami, for better or worse. He had a 24-5 record when he left. Were there other opportunities? Yeah. But like I said, the fight that he's doing is a valuable fight because we all know, listen, the NFL has that Rooney rule, but it's a joke. Like I just mentioned it. The Eagles for years have been using Deuce Staley just to check that box, which I feel is disrespectful. I was one of the guys that, I didn't feel Deuce should have been the head coach. But again, I didn't feel Deuce should have been here because of the way the team treated him. That wasn't right how you treat any person, no matter who you are. That's not how you go about treating someone. So I think there's a big issue in the NFL that a lot of these owners want to ignore. They don't really want to talk about it. They want to push it aside. We've all seen what happened with Kaepernick. They pushed that aside so hard and blatantly. So to say that, the owners haven't got together, haven't discussed this. We spoke about Dan Snyder. This is all in one thing. This is all the NFL having owners that, billionaires for the most part, that do what they want, are above certain laws. And, they feel that if there's a rule in place, there's a way to circumvent it. But I can still make it look like I'm doing something for the community. I'll give you a little here, but I'm not gonna interview a Hispanic coach for what? I'm not gonna interview an African American coach. I'll do it for first to check off that box. But that's not the guy I had intended for here. That's not the look I want for this team. That's not the culture that I want to bring to this team.
Right.
That word gets thrown around a lot. Culture. What is that? Let's get a definition on that when they talk about that. Exactly. So like I said, Brian Flores may not be the guy that I feel like they should be fighting the fight, but he's the guy that's out there doing it right now. And he got that information. So, I think he should be able to put a spotlight on what's really going on in the NFL.
Yeah, and I commend him for it, because he's young and he's putting his, head coaching career on the line right now with this whole thing. So, I commend him for stepping up and being the one to try to make some serious change with this.
Like you're doing this for coaches like Jim Caldwell, who's been thrown around through the league. He has the coaching experience, should have the jobs, but always gets overlooked. For what reason? I mean, he's been a part of Super Bowl championship team.
But Vic, they always with Jim Caldwell, they always say his health, his age, his health. Like,
Vic
come on, man.
Had to walk away from the game because of health. Came back. No one said anything about it.
Hey, same thing about Josh McDaniels. He rejected a job over via text or fax. How the hell does he still get a job?
Yep.
Like, this is crazy to me. So you want this to play on your field and entertain you, but you don't want this to lead your team. That is so disappointing because I love the sport of football, and we all play sports. It is one thing that sports taught me was I didn't see color when it came to sports. Every person that was wearing the same jersey that I was wearing or representing the team that I was wearing, you're my brother. Same thing with you guys right now. Everybody on this panel, we go for the birds. You guys are my brothers. Because we go birds, we say EAGLES all day. We see the fight songs. We do everything. It sucks to be in this position as a black man to see this and be like, damn, man, we're in 2022 and we still going through this. It's crazy to me, man, is to see if like you got people like Robert Kraft that's been in trouble. You got Jim Isley from the Indiana Colts. He's been in trouble, especially with pills and stuff like that. Oh yeah.
Per se,
yeah, per se. Like and then you want to put your nose up and look the other way. Like, come on, man. Like, this is crazy. You know what I mean? In the same way they did Tony Dungy. They did for instance, John Gruden. Why is John Gruden on a pedestal? He only won a Super Bowl because that was Tony Dungy's team. That wasn't his team. That was not his team. And then for us, have 32 teams in there, and we only got one black coach, and that's Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin's gonna, and with his position, I mean, I'm be honest with that one too. The only reason why he won a Super Bowl that one year because that was not Parcell. What was his name?
Coach Cowher.
That was Coach Cowher's team before that. That Willie Parker, Jerome Bennis, and Randall L. and all those guys. That was his squad. You know what I'm saying? And then like you got this whole Daniel Snyder. You know what I mean, bro? Like it's just crazy to me. Just you hitting it every time I'm saying something. But but it's just crazy to see this, man. Like it's just like, bro, come on, man. Like, and, as a black man, I know I things ain't fair for me, and it will always be that way. But we, as black men, we don't care about that. There's no excuses. As men, we don't want to hear excuses, right? We just go about our jobs and we do what we got to do. But this is super whack for this to happen like this, man. It's just whack, bro. And I can go on days for days about it, and I can voice my opinion. I can say what I want to say, and I appreciate you guys giving me this stool to stand on and say, hey, and you guys have my back. I really appreciate that. AK Foothills, Vic, y'all know what it is. Of
course,
it's just it's disappointing. It's disappointing.
Listen, there's a perfect example of this, and it didn't even happen that long ago. The Cowboys had a defensive back coach. I want to say his name was Cam Hamilton. I might be mistaken.
Yes,
the last name.
From Seattle. He went from Seattle to the Cowboys.
Correct. Now, everyone around the league is saying this is an up-and-coming coach, great defensive mind, could be a head coach, constantly got interviews. What happened? What happened to his talent?
Silent.
Defense was still
Deadline.
producing. That defense was still producing. He was still doing his thing. But what did they say? Oh, it gives him valuable experience because he has that interview. What is that? What are those interviews? What experience?
Eric Bieniemy from the Chiefs.
Yep.
Keeps getting snubbed. Keeps getting snubbed.
He keeps on getting snubbed, and I know he has an interview. He has an interview with the Saints. But who the hell wants to go to the Saints? They're in cap hell. They're like $75 million over cap.
Right.
You know you're probably gonna have to trade Kamara. You're probably gonna have to trade Michael Thomas. You're probably gonna have to get rid of
Cam Jordan
and those guys. They're gonna suck. They're going to suck.
Yep.
Yeah.
So who the hell wants to go there?
They're gonna be the paper bag Saints again.
Yeah, they're gonna go back to the Aints. Remember back in the day, the Aints.
Aints.
Yeah, when teams do reach out, it's for different purposes. Like you're saying right now, Saints, cap hell. When we look at Miami Dolphins, when Flores was hired, what was going on? Stephen Ross had a big issue being a Trump supporter, being looked at in a different light. Right. Then he brings on Brian Flores. Oh, look, I'm a guy for the community. You know, I do this and that. And Stephen Ross is a horrible individual. I mean, if you look at the personal side, his business side, he's a shrewd man. You know what I mean? He's not a very good person. There's a lot of injustice, that's behind Stephen Ross. But yet, he makes a move. Fans hear that and think, oh, he's great. He's about the community. It's not really about that. It's the optics. That's what goes on in the NFL. There's a lot of optics. When you look at it, for what it is, there's a lot of guys being disrespected out there. Again, Leslie Frazier. Why isn't he a head coach?
Bro, I don't know why Leslie Frazier is not a head coach. As
I mentioned before,
when was his last coaching job? Wasn't the Vikings with Frazier?
Yeah.
Was the last one. You know what I mean? Steve Wilkes. You know how he got done dirty with the Arizona Cardinals. Like, and then you go and get this young bull from here at Texas Tech. He couldn't even win. He wasn't doing anything in that division. But look, and they go into the playoffs and they choke. Mm-hmm. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
It really is.
My issue with the Rooney Rule is look at the Texans for perfect example. They have it already set that Josh McCown might be the next head coach. They had it set last year. So when you're saying you have a rule in place that you have to interview minority candidates,
right.
Who are they interviewing? Why are they interviewing? Is it really serious? Are you there to offer them a job? No, you're there to check off a box. The NFL knows that and needs to step it up.
And with that, though, what has Josh McCown ever done in his career?
Exactly.
What has he ever done?
Career backup and giving an NFL head coaching opportunity like that.
That's crazy.
Explain that.
That's crazy.
Head coaching experience is in high school.
It's because he's got two things that work in his favor. Sadly, in the NFL, he's white and he's an offensive coach. It's an offensive league. The owners are trending towards these white offensive-minded coaches, and that's exactly Josh McDaniels fits into that mold. But yeah,
Josh McDaniels bothers me.
What has he done though? Like you said,
he bothers me the most. He bothers me the most because there's no way that you do what you did a couple years ago to the Colts and you get another job position as a head coach. There's no way. That is ridiculous. If a brother did that, bro, come on, son. You're vanished. Flores, he got it. And I don't know. I'm okay. Don't judge me. But his last name ain't black. But I don't know. Flores, you got to be Dominican.
It's with an S. It's with an S. There's no Z.
Anthony Lynn, he's another one too as well, man. I mean, he just went to the Niners as an offense coordinator, but he should get another position. I mean, I remember seeing Rex Ryan crying that he had the job for the San Diego Chargers or the LA Chargers, whatever you want to say it was. I remember him crying because he was like, he's such a good guy. He got the job, and he didn't really do anything there because, he had, he didn't really have a squad there, but come on, man. Like it's just time, man. It's time for a change, man.
AK, what's your thoughts on this? So we haven't heard from you in a minute. You've been quiet over there. I know you've been live streaming all day and all night long. You're probably tired as hell, but what are your thoughts, my guy?
Listen, man, I'm going to go at it in a different angle than all you guys because I totally agree with you, but I'm looking at this in a father standpoint. All right. We all sit here and we hear these guys talk about platforms all the time. I'm going to use my platform to do good. I'm going to use my platform to do this and that. What kind of example is the NFL setting for our young generation that are watching football? You know, the ones coming up. You know, you want to talk about ending racism. You want to talk about all this shit and being equal. The NFL is the biggest organization that anyone knows of. I mean, their world. Everyone knows who the NFL is. And when you have an organization like that, that's pretty much ran like the mafia, because they literally can get away with murder in the NFL. I mean, they are their own people. They don't answer to no one. You know, when you have this problem going on in the NFL, when my 6-year-old daughter watches this shit and she grows up seeing this, people think that way. It's always going to be that way because that's what it is. You want to be a franchise or you want to be an organization, then you need to show and make change. And you guys doing this as grown-ass men who are way older than me, I mean, listen, dude, you're not doing anything but showing negativity with your platform. You want to talk about making change and you want to talk about doing good. You can preach all you want to these players to do good, but you guys are fucking up more than anyone. You know, so I don't want to hear this, oh, you know, he's not qualified or he's not this or that. Dude, I've been a huge supporter of Brian Flores. You know, one reason why, and when me and Foothills did the ranking of the 32 coaches at the beginning of the year, I had Brian Flores as 5. I think he's a really good head coach. All right, listen. This man went to Miami. He wanted Justin Herbert. He didn't want Tua. He was forced to take Tua because the front office made him.
Facts.
Because he wanted Herbert. So when you sit there and you look at this man went 10-6 with a quarterback he did not want. Then he turns around and they go 1-6 or 1-7, and then they end up going 9. Wait, what did they get? 9-8, right?
They're the only team to lose 7 straight and win 7 straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. So this man went 10-6 with a quarterback he did not want. And then he turned around and went 1-7 and then finished 9-8 with a quarterback he did not want. You got to give the guy some props. You have to. How many coaches out there don't get the quarterback that they want? How many? Not very often. Usually when you're a head coach and you want a quarterback, you get him. He didn't have that opportunity. So being able to do what he did with the Miami Dolphins, first of all, props to you, man. Like, I don't care what anyone says. You sitting there saying that he shouldn't have been hired by the New York Giants, you're fucking insane. Like, no lie. And whenever Vic even says, you know, first off, that's on fucking Mara. All right, what the fuck are you doing 2 days after you fire your head coach, calling up an ex-head coach and saying, I want to interview you without grabbing a fucking general manager first? Because we all know the general manager is the one who wants the fucking coaches, and they pick the fucking coaches. So why are you out there interviewing people before you even have a general manager? Like, it's just fucked up games, bro, and I'm tired of it. Like, I'm happy that Flores is doing this. Yeah, he might not totally be in the right, but it's about time someone has the balls to stand up and be like, enough's so fucking enough. I'm good with it,
and
bro.
Also, I think the NFL needs to step in and when there's change in ownership, they get to approve that thing. Have some more minority ownership in here. Why is that such an issue? Why is it always going to the Stan Kroenkes of the world and stuff like that? There's a lot of teams that have minority ownership groups, and they're trying to bid on teams. When they went against Buffalo, a lot of them got turned down. When they went against North Carolina, the Carolina Panthers, they got turned down. Why is it? Why can't there be a minority ownership group? Yep. What's the issue? Why can't there be a Hispanic, a black, whatever, a Chinese? Why can't we have them in the NFL? I think inclusion is a big thing that the NFL says they do, but they fall very short on.
Yeah. But, and what's crazy is it's like, well, we're gonna give you what you want, but we need you to shut the hell up. They gave, it was like, okay, well, we got Jay-Z with Rock Nation. We're going to give you a Super Bowl here, and we're going to have Kendrick, Dr. Dre, Snoop, Eminem. Yep. Okay, now y'all can shut up now because we done that. We gave you some chips in your corner. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they want to do little things to make you shut up and forget about it because it's all about this. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, it's all about the optics. All about the optics.
It is, man, and that's what
sucks
about it.
They're trying to like Band-Aid repair things instead of actually fix it the right way. You know what I mean? It's a shame. It's sickening, and it's they're like we said earlier, they're like a mob. They're a mafia.
It's like the same, but it's the same way they did how they did Cap. They did Cap the same way. They said, "Well, Cap." Listen, I have friends. So the media team from Philadelphia Eagles, right? They were let go, and they picked up and left and went to San Jose. So shout out to that team, and those are like close friends of mine. And from the stories that I get from the San Francisco 49ers, that like from that media team, man, they tell me all the time, bro. They literally just said, "Hey, Cap, here you go. We're gonna donate to this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Just shut up. We don't need you to be doing what you're doing." You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro. Like, if you're not paying attention to what is going around you, and you're not in, the woke, whatever you want to call it, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, what's going on in the world. You just don't want to pay attention to it because it's ugly.
Yeah.
And you don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy to me to see this, man. But, what's gonna stop us from watching football, right? What's going to stop us? We love it. We love it, right?
And they know that, and they take advantage of that shit.
Exactly, 100%. And they know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know that Vic is going to watch it. They know that Foothills is going to watch it. AK, you're going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. Me and my wife, we go to at least 4 or 5 games. Shit, sometimes 8 games a year.
That's why they've let.
What I'm saying?
That's why they've let DirecTV have a monopoly on the ticket for as long as they have, because they know people like me who live at a market are going to pay whatever they need to pay.
You're going to pay that. You're going to pay that $200.
Yeah. I think they could. I can't wait till that contract's up with DirecTV, and hopefully the NFL starts making like individual packages for, like, say someone like me. I just want the Eagle games. I could pay a certain amount every month, and just for the season, and get all the games. For the Eagles.
Well,
Yo, King, let me know next year what games you go to, bro, because I want to know. Let me know next year what games you're going to go to, because I want to know. I've never been to a game yet. I know that's crazy to fucking think about, but I've never been to one, and I want to go. But I'll go when you go, so let me know.
For sure. Yeah, I'm always in Philly, so I go to I literally go to about 4 games in Philly, maybe 3, and then I'll go to Cal. So you guys know I live in Arizona, right?
Yep.
Guess who's coming to Arizona in 2022? The Philadelphia Eagles.
Nice.
I got the bar set. I'm gonna have a party at my house. My backyard's hooked up. I'm ready to go. I
Sounds
want
like
all you guys. I'm not flexing. I knew Vic was gonna say some shit. But I'm saying is, I just want everybody, if y'all are coming to Arizona, hit your boy King up. I'm gonna take care of you. I got you. Arizona is hot as hell here. I got a pool. We're gonna drink. We're gonna chill. And I live 5 miles from the damn stadium. Y'all come kick it with your boy. You know what I'm saying? It's the King. You feel me?
I'm moving to Arizona. Shit.
Hey, as long as they're not trying to send me back below the border, I'm cool with it.
Right?
No, Vic, Vic, I got you, Vic.
I speak perfect English and Spanish. Just on
no one is taking you from us. Trust me. Vic, you would have a whole line of people in front of you. No one's taking you.
Thanks. Hey, ain't nobody touching you. Trust me. You say the word, ain't nobody touching you, Vic. I got you.
My pronunciation will be on point once I'm down there.
Oh yeah, for sure. I got you though. I got you. So I hope all three of you guys. I hope you come to Arizona, meet up with your boy. I'm gonna be back home in Philly. Like I said, I go home all the time. I'm going to an Eagles game, so hopefully we can all meet up. You know what I'm saying? Hang out. You know what I mean? Let's go to. we can have a block party at one of my boys' house or my family's house. Let's do it, man. I'm always back in Philly, so y'all know what it is.
Hey, man, I might not have a ticket to a game, but I'll come down and tailgate with you for sure.
Hey, I'll crash a parking lot.
Hey,
man, kids take money. Kids take money, you know. I said kids take money. I got a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old, and my wallet's empty.
It's empty. Ain't nothing but a walk. Ain't nothing but a couple steps right across the stadium.
Right?
Hey, I feel you. I got kids too.
Yeah. My wallet is always empty. No lie.
I got a diva princess, so I get it.
It's crazy to me that, if it's true some of what Flores was saying, that the Dolphins were actually paying him to lose games. That's
weird.
Did you think it was kind of funny?
Okay, but with that though,
came up right afterwards, like that's why I lost. They were paying me too.
Right.
See, with that though, I'm gonna need some proof with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some proof with that.
I need receipts. For that. I need receipts.
Yeah, exactly. I need that. I need I need taxes. I need all that. I need all of that. I need all of it. You know what I'm saying?
But
unfortunately, though, if that happened, King, unfortunately, if that happened, that's called hush money. That was not in the books.
But this is the thing, though. Did you? So after that statement was made, did you guys hear what? I mean, I know he's an ex-Cowboy fan. I mean, he's a Cowboys fan. He's an ex-Cowboys player. Did you hear what Des Bryant said about Jason Garrett and Jerry Jones?
Nah, I know I heard something about it. I don't know what he said specifically.
He said,
I heard that. Yeah, go ahead.
He said, listen. He said, I stand behind Flores with everything he says because he said in 2000, I think we said 2010, 2011. He said it was crazy. You would think I was lining on one side of the field in one position. And he's like, I'm not getting the ball. He said, Dak would never look my way. He said, I went to go talk to Jason Garrett, and he's like, yo, won't you just move me around so we can win this game? This is what Dak said. Jason Garrett says, no, stay in your place, stay in your lane. He was like, and then he was like, then me and Jason Witten got into it because I wasn't getting the ball, and they wouldn't want to move me around. I went back to Jason Garrett again. Told him, hey, what's going on? Like, because I'm not getting the ball. I'm open. Y'all ain't doing anything to even win this game. What's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? He said, yo, listen. He's like, some of these owners are fixing this because they want certain players. He was like, how do you think we got Ezekiel Elliott that year? I was like,
but you guys hear that? What Hugh Jackson's claiming that Jim Haslam was paying him? He paid him over like $250,000 to lose some games back in 2016, 2017.
I'm calling cap on all that. Listen, they didn't have to pay him anything other than his salary.
They were terrible.
You get that all to Hugh. That's all Hugh Jackson. He's a horrible coach.
And so he is one coach that he has never been good. I mean, you
good quarterback coach.
Good quarterback.
I'll give him respect. Good quarterback coach.
Yeah. Throwing wet balls and everything. Yeah, I give it to him. But he is a terrible coach. He's a terrible coach, man. Him and what's other cat that he had on his offense? Tom Haley. Tom Haley's a terrible
Tom
coach.
Haley, when they had that, oh my God.
He is a terrible coach.
Isn't he in the USFL now, right? Todd Haley?
Yeah.
Because he's terrible.
So, AK, this past week, the GOAT, as some people call him, Tom Brady, announced his retirement on IG, and he kind of snubbed the Pats in his little retirement. Retirement announcement. What did you think about that, AK?
About his retirement?
And about him snubbing the Pats, in his posting.
Besides on Ben Roethlisberger.
First, I gotta say,
can't even go to Hall of Fame. Can't even have that one time for bench. That's Tom's week. That's Tom's week.
He said, "Oh, so you gonna retire?
Hold on,
which I retired to." My bad, AK.
No, that's funny as shit. No,
Ben said, Tom said checkmate.
Yeah. No, listen, man. One, bye. 2. That's funny as shit. No lie. Yeah, just bye. That's all I got to say to that. Thank God. Yeah. Thank God I never have to see your fucking 45-year-old young man face ever again in this league. And secondly, listen, I love it because I understand too a little bit. You know, when you want to trade Tom Brady for Jimmy G, and you know all that shit came out, I understand why he wants to snub him because I mean, how many rings did he bring him? 6, and that's how you're gonna treat this man?
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
You guys just reminded me of something. I got to ask your opinion on this. I don't know if you've seen it. On Twitter, Lord Brunson put out a tweet, and he said, if the Buccaneers get Jimmy G, they will not skip a beat. I told him he was crazy. What do you guys think about that?
He's a great game manager. Trust me, I watch a lot of Niner games with my wife.
Is he though? Is he though?
Manager. He's a game manager.
He's a game manager that you're kind of worried about though in the back of your head.
He's a game manager that'll try too hard.
Sometimes
try too hard, and that's when you get the interceptions.
Yeah.
Let me give you guys a scenario. Let me give you guys a. Oh, go ahead.
Think why? My bad, AK. But why you?
No, you're good.
Super Bowl. Kyle Shanahan don't trust him. Why that whole year when they went to the Super Bowl, they got the Super Bowl because of what? The running game.
And they almost got back because of Deebo Samuel, pretty much, and the defense.
They made him the quarter. They made him the Cordell Patterson of the 49ers.
Right.
Jimmy G has the physicality of a game manager, the heart and the mind of a gunslinger. His body can't do what his mind wants.
He's not going to be putting up 50. How many touchdowns did Tom Brady throw this year? 53?
Was it? I thought it was like 42 or something like that.
Or however many he threw, Jimmy G's never going to sniff that. So I don't think he's never going to sniff that.
My bad, AK. Go ahead. My bad. I cut you off.
No, it's okay, man. It's fine. We all got to take turns. I ain't stressed about it. Shit, I got all the time in the world, bro.
I know. I got podcast etiquette, and I literally blasted. You know what I'm saying? My bad, man. My bad. You my man.
You're the guest, man.
You're my man, Joe.
I know, man. You're the guest, though, so the spotlight's on you, bro. No lie, though, man. I'm going to give you guys something to think about. And I know everybody's going to be like, nah. Just watch. Carson Wentz to Tampa Bay. Yeah, I see you down there. Nah. Listen to this. Bruce Arians is on record stating how much he loves this man. He is on record stating that. He praises Carson Wentz, Bruce Arians. And I'm telling you, if Indy is serious about moving on from Wentz, I promise you Tampa Bay will be calling. I promise you. And I guarantee you for how bad he did this year for them, not making the playoffs after a 40-year-old man took you there, bro, I'm telling you, they will take whatever they need to, if it's a second or whatever, to dump this man. I'm telling you right now. Watch it. I would not be amazed if Carson Wentz ends up in Tampa Bay.
I thought you were going to say Blaine Gabbert.
Nope. Nope.
He said, yeah.
Nope. Watch. I'm telling you, man.
Wayne Gabbert. Oh, my goodness.
Hey, you got to ring.
Does that mean Byron Leftwich would still be the offensive coordinator? I mean, if he could polish up the turd that Carson Wentz has turned into, then, I mean,
watch out.
I want Leftwich as my next head coach. I mean, come on.
Carson kind of has the same problems Byron had when he played, that delayed delivery. Same issue Byron had, delayed delivery.
Well, then he should know how to fix it.
Byron's not the guy to fix it, though. He could have fixed it himself.
Yeah, he could fix it himself. Yeah, he could fix it himself.
Hey, I don't think that would be a good matchup. Plus,
hey, sometimes, Vic, it's easier to teach than to do. Sometimes it's easier to do than to teach. You know what? Maybe he was a shitty fucking quarterback, but he's one hell of a coach. I don't fucking know. I'm not the guy.
Brian Leftwich was okay. I mean, he showed toughness. He broke his leg. I remember he got carried. He was getting carried.
I love that.
Yeah, I love that. You know what I'm saying? So, my thing about Wentz, man, I just don't think he's just not strong enough to be a quarterback.
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about here. That's not.
No, hold on. But let me finish.
The question is, the reason he went to Indy was because of Frank Wright, correct? That's the only reason he went there. Now, if you got a guy like Brian Flores or Bruce Arians, I mean, wow, that fucked me up. Sorry. Arians, who actually really likes this kid and has always liked this kid, who says that they wouldn't take a chance on him? Who says Pittsburgh won't take a chance on him? I mean, there's so many teams out there that need one, and if Indy is willing to come off of them, trust me, other people will take them because there's worse options out there than Carson Wentz.
Well, for Indy, I think the mistake would be that if they were to do that, that automatically puts their general manager on the hot seat. Jim Irsay is not going to do.
He's already on the hot seat. Frank Wright's already on the hot seat. Yes, they fucking are, dude. You can't go 10-6 with a 42-year-old quarterback and turn around and not make the playoffs with a 27-year-old quarterback. Everyone in Indy right now is on the fucking hot seat.
But you got to think about it. Carson wasn't Gregson's pick. That's all Frank. Frank had a relationship with Carson. Frank asked him to come through. The GM obliged. Did what he had to do to get Carson on his team. Now for the GM,
I know, but that's what I'm saying. They all had to agree. I know, but they all had to agree, and that's what I'm saying. That owner had to say yes. He had to sign off on that. They're not getting Carson Wentz without that owner signing off. And you
know Jim Irsay is a guy that won't overstep his bounds. He'll wait.
Yeah, but when it comes to this, he will. Did you not see the statement he made after they lost? Did you not read the statement that owner made? He's like, yeah, we're going to try and look at something else, pretty much is what he was saying in that. And I'm telling you, if the owner is saying that after one fucking year, do not be amazed if they try and trade this man. I'm telling you right now, you can't go with a 42-year-old quarterback to the playoffs and not with a 27-year-old. You can't do it. They're on the hot seat in Indy, for sure, and I wouldn't be surprised if they move this man. I'm telling you.
It's tough to move Carson, but I think if there are any team that gets Carson, it's going to be the Texans or Carolina.
Texans ain't getting Carson.
Texans are in love with Wentz. You got to think about it. The Texans don't think about things how you think in regular football aspect. They're thinking about
that ain't no shit.
But again, the kind of culture you're bringing in. We all know Jack Easterby. He loves him some Christians. He's trying to get them all as possible.
Yeah, he liked them good old boys.
Yeah. He talked about Carson before. He was, the Texans were one of the teams that were in that Carson Wentz sweepstakes. They played. They put their hand in there.
I understand that, but trust me, Tampa is not out of the question, Vic. You can shake your head all you want.
But I'm just saying, realistically, I think if Aaron Rodgers is, he's going to take his chance and test the waters of free agency, Tampa's first on that list.
They're not going for Aaron Rodgers. Do you want to know why? Aaron Rodgers' figures are 10 times bigger than Carson Wentz. And not just that, Tampa Bay does not have that much to work with. Tampa does not have much money to work with. So, yeah, they're going to have to move some shit, but they do not have the capital for no Aaron Rodgers or even a Russell Wilson. Carson Wentz is the guy in their window that they can afford. That's why I'm saying that he's probably their best.
I don't know if Bruce Arians is going to want to have Jameis Winston 2.0. He already got rid of Jameis Winston. Why are you going to get his twin? Carson doesn't even throw the ball as good as Jameis with his delay-ass throw.
Jameis fucking sucks. Who are you kidding?
Hey, right now I would say
he can't throw a ball. He threw 30.
I got one thing to say. Can we just give a rest in peace to the era? The era is gone. So Phillip Rivers, Drew Brees,
that 2004
Brady,
era.
The era is gone. So we just got to get a moment of silence.
And Roethlisberger. Yep.
Yeah. Well, Rodgers, if you want to say Rodgers be the last part of that piece.
Yeah, Rodgers is the last part of that piece because we got the new guys.
You still got Matt Ryan.
Ryan was what, 2009?
2009, 2006.
2006.
Matt Ryan,
because he was Boston College, right? He's Boston College.
Yep, Boston College.
Yeah, it's 2006. It's 2006.
Damn, that's a long time ago. Wow,
a long time ago. And I think he might. And he a Philly cat too, so I think it might be time for him to get out of here as well.
He reminds me of Peyton Manning after those surgeries. Got the limp noodle arm, can't do much, can't run around.
But Peyton won a championship like that though too. So
Payton had
Yeah,
that
because he had a
ridiculous
dope ass defense.
right.
defense ain't scared
Yeah,
of
of course.
nobody.
That's without saying.
He had Wolf,
Do you guys think
Von
that?
Miller, a young Von Miller. Like, golly.
Yeah.
I
was
still
I gonna
say that
ask you
Super
guys?
Bowl was fucking rigged. I ain't lying. The first one. That one that
Yeah.
now what, dude, you can't sit there and tell me you put up that many points all fucking year long. Number one ranked offense all year long in the playoff, demolishing everyone, and then you get to the Super Bowl and that's the time you want to look like fucking Jacksonville Jaguars? Nah.
Yeah, that was terrible by Seattle. Was that Seattle?
Yeah. That's when they beat them like 52 to fucking what, 21? It was like 48 to nothing at halftime. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Really?
Whooping, that's what was going on.
That shit was terrible.
So, do you guys think that there's a question? What was I going to ask you guys? It's something I was going to ask. I can't remember it at the second. Dang it. It'll come to me in a second.
One.
Somebody's tired, impatient.
No, I'm not impatient, bro. I still got to go till 8 tomorrow morning yet. So
Oh my
I'm
God. Damn. You said 8 tomorrow morning? Holy
I went from 10 o'clock last night till 6 in the morning, slept for 5 hours, woke up, ate breakfast, got on at 2.
He's been live streaming like crazy, King. Listen to this.
I've been streaming from 2 all the way to 9:45. I got off, came over here. Once this is done, I'm going to get back off, go back over to my channel and stream until probably 8 in the morning.
He's like,
Yo,
damn.
there is this thing that is.
Son, are you Batman?
It's called sleep.
Bro, no lie, King. Go look at all of my streams that I got. They are very seldom 4 hours or less. I'm always 4 hours, 6 hours. Hell, dude, I got a 10.5 hour stream on this motherfucker already. 10.5 fucking hours.
Yo, you Bruce Wayne, son.
Right?
When do you sleep? Like,
I sleep whenever I'm dead. I got one life to live.
When other people are on the rants, he's sitting there.
No, we switched his names. No more AK. He's Batman. Batman.
And I didn't mean that in a disrespectful way, Foothills. I'm just saying, like, I got one life to live. I ain't got time to fuck around and sleep, bro. I got to get everything in. I want to get in before my day's up.
Now, sometimes I like grabbing up on that pillow and just, my friend, he's my buddy.
Hey, 5 hours of sleep, bro, and I'm back to 100%, so I'm cool.
Yeah, I can run on that too.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to ask you guys.
7.
Do you guys
7?
What do you guys think? Aaron Rodgers is going to Denver? King,
I think Denver's doing what they can to get him. They're doing whatever they can to get him.
Bro,
they're trying to get familiar faces in the building.
$46 million. Just remember that. $46 million.
I heard they also said that there's a possibility he might get ownership. If he goes to Denver, there's a possibility they might throw ownership at him.
Wow,
that's an intriguing deal. You can't come up with that money.
I'm taking that
ownership,
right?
I'm taking that. I'm taking that all day. I'm taking that all day. You give me ownership? Oh, I'm taking that.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
And then you offer. And then you hire my offensive coordinator.
They can give him a percentage. They can give him a percent. They can't give him total ownership, obviously, but they can give him a percentage of it. Yeah,
I'm rich for life. What you talking about?
Right. I'll take a percentage of $1 billion corporation. Sure. Yeah.
It's a sweet deal.
Fuck Jeopardy.
But my thing, realistically, let's be honest.
What?
The Packers right now, they're built. The defense is great, but I don't see them winning a Super Bowl in the next 2-3 years. So if you're looking at that time frame as Aaron Rodgers' last time in the NFL, for him, wouldn't you want to go to a team that's pretty much set up kind of the way Tom Brady did in Tampa? You just needed that final piece. For me, I would say, again, I know this might not happen, but I'm a starch proponent as if the Cleveland Browns were smart, you get rid of Baker Mayfield and you get a quarterback like Rodgers in there. You see what you can do and get that Super Bowl.
They got to
do whatever you can.
You bringing a championship to Cleveland if you do that.
Especially for Cleveland, like it's not about building a championship team or a dynasty. You're just trying to get your first one to keep it pushing. Just get the first one out the way.
If ownership, if they offer him that, I could totally see him taking that. But otherwise, do you really think he's going to want to go to a division with Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert and possibly still Derek Carr with a new head coach. I mean, I know we're not super high on McDaniel, but
I don't think Justin. I don't think Derek Carr is coming back.
But imagine
I think Derek Carr is going to be wearing a new uniform.
Even with having to play Patty Mahomes and Justin Herbert twice a year, that's not very suiting for an older quarterback who's trying to win a championship in the next few years.
I got you, but I see Derek Carr. I see Derek Carr going to the Steelers. I can see him going to
Atlanta.
I can see Washington.
Commander.
Commander. I can see that. I can see
Derek
that.
Carr in Washington.
See that. We have new uniforms.
I can see that too.
We have new uniforms.
Got a receiver.
We got wide receivers. We got a running back. I don't know what they're gonna do with Schaefer, but I just can see him going to. I don't see him being in a Raider. I just don't see him being a Raider.
Derek Carr to Tennessee.
No,
they like Tannehill. For whatever reason,
they like Tannehill. I don't see it.
They're loyal to
Tannehill.
He's trash.
But I'm gonna tell you, there's four quarterbacks I know is gonna be on the move. I think, and this is Derek Carr. I think he's gonna be on the move. We already know Watson's gonna be on the move. I think Russell's probably gonna be on the move as well. And then I think Aaron Rodgers, believe it or not, is gonna be on the move. Devontae Adams, I don't think he's staying in Green Bay, and that's a wide receiver. I think he might end up going somewhere else.
I heard he's going to Vegas. That's what I heard.
But what quarterback? We just got to see what quarterback is going to be there first.
Right.
This is going to be one of the most interesting off seasons in a long time.
Russell Wilson and Devontae Adams go to LA, go to the Vegas.
And right now, there's still 2 coaching opportunities left open because Jacksonville got taken out. So you have the Texans, and I believe who the heck else was it? Oh my God! Now it's escaping.
So there's a Texans. You have the Texans, Vikings.
Oh,
Vikings just got Kevin O'Connell.
I don't know if he got turned.
Yeah, I don't know. They got Kevin O'Connell yesterday.
Wow!
I got some breaking news. I got a little bit of breaking news. I don't know if you guys heard this, but the Raiders have hired defensive coordinator Patrick Graham as their defensive coordinator. New York Giants lost Patrick Graham. That's big time. Their defense just went to shit again because he was holding them together. He was the glue to that defense. Whatever they had.
Dabo has a plan for the defense, I heard. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was a defensive backs coach out of Buffalo, and there was someone, I think it was out of Indiana.
The Bowl?
I'm not sure.
He's offensive coordinator.
No, I'm sorry, out of the Ravens, the linebackers coach.
Okay.
Yeah, so Dabo has his plan. I don't think he was intending on keeping Graham. The Giants, I think, wanted to keep him. I don't think that was his intent.
He's out of the
that's another thing. I don't think. What do you think about DJ in New York? I don't think he's. I don't know. Do they believe in him? Does Dabo want a new quarterback?
Yeah,
I believe he does.
Yeah,
I think he does.
I wouldn't be surprised if they trade up to get one this year.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett, here we go.
Strong. For me, Carson Strong is a big name for Brian Dabo. I think, he fits that Josh Allen type, same mold, someone that he could develop. Carson Strong is a big name for the Giants. They might not believe it. They think they need to fix, their offensive line woes, but we all know what the Bengals did this year. They overlooked that. They went for the big get, and it worked out. I think some teams are going to look at that model, and they're going to try. It's not the right thing for every team, but I think, it's a copycat league. They're going to see that, and they're going to make some attempts. They're going to try.
You hit the nail on the hammer, bro, right there on that one. Copycat.
I'm going to have to disagree on that one, though, man. I say the Giants go with Kenny Pickett because I believe Pickett's more of a Josh Allen.
Hey, man.
Kenny Wilkes, way more than Josh Allen.
Wilkes has been he turned some heads in Senior Bowl.
But the one thing that's been said is, a lot of quarterbacks' names are mentioned, but no one stood out. And that concerns me about Pickett, especially when you're trying to say he's the first. If no one's standing out, how good is he?
I never said he was the first. I just said that's where I believe.
Oh, no. I'm not saying for you specifically, but I'm saying consensus says he's the number one guy.
Most definitely. Do you see any of these quarterbacks getting picked in the top 10, though?
Oh, yeah.
I think because of the possibility, depending on what happens in free agency, I think there might be a run at quarterbacks early.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There might be guys that don't deserve to get picked that will get picked in those.
There's
early
always
rounds.
there's always that one or two teams that
Josh Rosen pick.
after that free agency period passes and they don't get their guy, they hit that panic button. They hit that panic button and they reach and they go get a quarterback where they shouldn't. And you'll see it'll happen again. History tends to repeat itself, and it's gonna, it'll happen.
I'm telling you right now, bro. The only person that I see Washington drafting quarterback wise is Malik Willis, and I mean I'm looking at Ron Rivera had Cam Newton, scrambling quarterback, strong arm. Yeah, he's shorter. He's not the specimen that Cam is, but he's there. You know, I have a really good suspicion that Malik Willis is going to Washington.
I hope they don't, because look at just like you said, look at how Ron used Cam. He used him as a running back. Cam's career suffered because of that. His injury history is because of that. And I think Malik Willis, he's shown the ability to move around.
Those shoulder surgeries, man. Him loading that shoulder, man. That's what killed Cam, man. It killed him.
And I ain't gonna lie, Malik Willis has a nice fucking arm too.
He does. Malik Willis does have a nice arm. I can give it to him. He has a nice arm.
He has a strong arm, but he has to get it in.
Like no lie, I can't tell you, man. This guy reminds me of a shorter Michael Vick. I'm not gonna fucking lie. He really does. He's a short Michael Vick.
But he's the only quarterback that's turning heads in the Senior Bowl. When I was talking to a couple of scouts out there. They're like, bro, he's out here. He's doing it. And he understands the NFL language. He's gonna have his bones in a row. He's not gonna be able to read every defense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're basically saying he's kind of like a Trey Lance.
Well, in my eyes, dude, how I'd compare him is he's just a much stronger, much faster Jalen Hurts. In all honesty, like he's got a way better arm. He's way faster than Hurts by far. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like he's just a stronger, faster Hurts. That's what Malik Willis is.
What would you guys say if the Bears came to us with a trade for Khalil Mack for one of our first round picks? What would you guys say to that?
Oh, I'm taking that.
I already said, man, take that 19. If no one's there at 19, instead of trading back into 2023, trade that 19 to Chicago, Khalil Mack, bam, done.
I'm not moving so fast. I got to take a look at that injury history. The money, that's it. Listen.
Yeah,
he has nothing left in his contract, though. He's played out his contract in Chicago. I think he's only got 1 year.
He's going to ask for another one, though. And,
he ain't going to get the money he got before, though. That's what I'm saying. He's up there in age now.
All right, so one question, though. One more question, and I got to head up out of here because the wifey is like, hey, where you at?
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up.
This is one question for you guys. In free agency, or not free agency, trades, okay? So I'm going to give you top 5 trades I think could happen. So, less scenario, I'm going to have to say Fletch, right? Andre Dillard. Minshew. Probably gonna think so. Say.
Boston Scott.
Jalen. Boston Scott's a free agent. So Jalen Reagor. Right. And then another one. This is another one, and I hate. And we know Howie. Howie can surprise us. Jalen Hurts. Do you see any of those 5 scenario trades that I mentioned those names? Can you see it?
If we're offered maybe multiple firsts for Jalen, I would see it. I would see Howie making that move. You give him 2 extra first rounds to play next season and the year after that, Howie would make that move because he could jump up in the first and get a good quarterback. Or he can go out for agency, not saying Russell Wilson, but maybe a Kirk Cousins.
Nobody's given us multiple first round picks for Hurts.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's the extreme, that would take him to do that.
I get what you're saying.
I think everyone else, they're free game. Everyone else is free game.
Even though Fletch with his big contract.
Oh, I could see Fletch getting moved. Yeah, he's either going to have to restructure because we got too much money. That's
a restructure and trade.
Between him and Hargrave, we have a lot of money tied up between those 2 guys. So Hargrave earned his money this past season. Fletch, he's either going to have to restructure or it's time for him to move. And we can move him and if we can get a second or a third for Fletch, I'll take it.
That's why I said. That's why I said I'm drafting Jordan Davis at 16, because if you draft Jordan Davis at 16, bro, I'm moving Howie the following week, or I'm moving Cox like that training camp, or at the beginning before the deadline for like a third or a fourth.
Okay.
Well, and remember we got Big Milt coming up. He had some raw talent this past season.
He stepped up. He stepped up this past year.
He did. And
there's a leap forward in that second season.
He made some rookie mistakes, along the way, but that's to be expected. He's definitely got some growing to do, but I think he's got a lot of potential.
I just need to see more, and I need to see more from him, and I need to see more from Sweat. I need to see more from him too.
And also, the defensive coordinator has to get more physical with the play call.
I like Teron Jackson's motor. I like Teron Jackson's motor a lot.
Yo, all right, Vic, you, that ain't happening. We conservative on defense.
Hey, real quick, King, before you get out of here, I'm going to throw something at you, man.
Yeah. What's up, Ike?
If this is only just hypothetical, but we've talked about JG being moved, and if he gets a head coaching job somewhere, defensive coordinator, we've heard Zimmerman, we've heard Fangio, all that.
Say it.
Listen, I am. I'm looking at one dude, man. And one dude only. All right, and if you watch my shows, you'll know. If JG ends up going to Houston, he's obviously going to want his own defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
That frees up Lovie Smith. I've been a huge advocate of bringing Lovie Smith to Philadelphia. How do you feel about that, man? If he becomes available and we need a DC, I want Lovie Smith in Philly.
I would take. We talk about baby shaves, Lovie Smith, or beard, Lovie Smith.
Oh no, it's Incredible Hulk with the beard, Lovie Smith.
Yeah, man. He got that Santa Claus. He got that Santa Claus. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'll take him. What's the DC from that just got let go from Baltimore? I would take him as well.
Yes, good call.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was going to ask you guys. How would you guys think about giving B Flow a year as our defensive coordinator? Brian Flores.
Well, the thing with them, and especially with the other coaches mentioned, they run a 3-4. We're not fit for that right now. That's the only issue I see. That's why we wouldn't get them, because the defense that they run. We're looking at we're 3-4 defense. If someone's running it within that style, then we're going to get them. But those 3-4 guys, Vic Fangio, like you mentioned, Brian Flores, they're not even in our picture.
Zimmerman will definitely be in the picture because he is just the prototype.
Oh, yeah.
We just had his prototype. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the thing is,
Lovie Smith would be dope, though. Lovie Smith would be dope. I ain't gonna even lie.
No lie, King. I keep hearing people talk about, I want our early 2000 defense back. The ones that'll punch you in the mouth and not give a crap.
We're not getting that.
But no lie though, Lovie Smith is the closest you will get to that, because if you look at Lovie Smith defenses, they are fast, they are hard hitting. He makes these guys play. What I'm saying? If you want anything close to that, Lovie Smith's your guy, because he don't take shit. You know what I'm saying?
But so this is the thing though. So if you hire somebody like Lovie Smith and then his personality, his coaching history and stuff like that, when it comes to draft, you're going to have to listen to him.
Yeah.
You're gonna, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's gonna need that linebacker. He's gonna need that safety. He's gonna need the tools to make him successful in this type of coordination position. Mm-hmm. He's going to need that. You can't be, I'm Howie, I'm just gonna do the thing. I'm gonna let the board follow to me, or I'm gonna be the smartest guy in the room, and I'm gonna draft great position, guys in the late rounds, and I give it to Howie. Howie is good at that. I gotta give it to him. But in the first, second rounds, I need you to hit those guys on the dot. They have to be, because your first round guys, and especially with 3, those guys gotta be on the field in 2022, 2023. Mm-hmm. They have to.
And if they're not,
and your second rounder. If they're not, listen, Howie.
Howie just needs to stay the fuck out of the draft room for the first and second round. That's what he needs to do. The
one thing I want Howie not to do is draft a player in the first round, so that way they can build for them for the future. No, again, like we all said, these first 3 rounders, first round picks in the first round, have to be starters. They have to be on the field. Training camp, first week, they need to be on the field. Not someone who we got at a good price because he's injured, wait for him to come back. No. I want starters for this season.
I don't, yeah, how I
future.
put it, Vic, is I don't want hopes and dreams. I want fucking answers.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
It's that simple.
Plain and simple.
And there's one person I know is probably going to fall in the draft, and I bet you he's going to be a Philadelphia Eagle. Drake London. I think he's going to be an Eagle. I think he's going to end up falling in the second round because of what happened the previous year. I know he put up 1,000 yards in the Pac-12, and I know it's hard for us to pick Pac-12 players because I want them.
Pac-12, man, stay away from.
Yeah, man, they don't play defense. No offense, they just don't play defense in the Pac-12.
You can pick a wide receiver or running back. That's about it for the Pac-12.
True. So I just think he's going to end up falling to the second round. He's going to be like one of those. And I think if he's there in the second round, you go ahead and get him. But first round, hell no. I do not want him in the first round. I'm going to go nothing but defense. But I think he's one of the names. He's going to end up being like with J-Jaw. I was like, and they made the whole the scientists and the whole NASA shit. I said, watch, he's going to end up being an Eagle. And what happened? He ended up being a fucking Eagle. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So, like, I think he's going to end up being in the second round. There's going to be a lot of guys in there, man. Like, because when I look at London, he looks like Mike Evans prototype to me. He's put a little bit of weight on. I know he had ankle problems in his seat, or as a junior. He's coming as a junior, right? I think he believes he's a junior. But he can catch. He can test. He can run routes. He can catch on. He can catch those 50-50. He's 6'5". He's 6'5". Yeah. He's Mike Evans. That's Mike Evans when I look at him. So I think he's going to end up falling to the second round.
I mean, worse things could happen. Definitely.
I like the DB from Florida too, though.
Elam?
Listen, I'm hoping if we get a receiver somehow we get a receiver that has the left, has the speed, and has the hands.
Yeah.
Just can we just get that one combo?
Second round. I think you go wide receiver in the second round if you want to, or you want to do another project thing. But in free agency, I really want a veteran wide receiver to be able to lead that room.
Hey, another wide receiver that you need to watch out for is, and you can probably get it. No, and you can probably get him late. Yeah, you can probably get him later in the rounds, man. But Christian Watson. That kid is going to – do you want to talk about another Mike Evans wide receiver? That kid is 6'5" as well. And, dude, from what I've seen from some film here lately that's came out from, practices and shit like that, dude, Christian Watson, he looks really fucking good, dude. Like, he's got hands. He almost catches that ball like Calvin Johnson. Just hand. No body, just straight hand.
Yeah, I need that. I need that. I need hands.
So look out for Christian Watson, man. Huh?
That's why we want that. That's why we want watching the Senior Bowl.
Yeah. So watch for that name, Christian Watson, dude. I'm telling you, this kid's going to drive.
I think he's. They say he's a day two, right? They say he's a day two.
Yeah, and I think he's going to climb pretty good.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think he's going to end up like a Chris Godwin.
He's going to be he's a free agent. Coming off of a major knee injury.
I don't know.
Bring him home.
I don't know if I want him.
I know.
What's my guy out of Penn State, the linebacker?
Smith.
Yeah.
I'll take him too.
Smith looks good. Yeah, I'll take Smith in the second.
I'm trying to stay home for this draft.
But we all know Penn State linebackers, man. They come in the league, man. They ready to wreak havoc, and so I like that.
That's why we're linebacker you, man. No lie.
Yeah, man.
That's what we've always been.
Penn State all day, man.
Now Michael Parsons.
Marco Parsons. What's the other? Sean Lee. Yeah.
Another
Eric Bowman.
That I would not mind us drafting in this draft, man. And I got to give it to Slay on this one. Smoke Monday, man. You want to talk about a safety who can lay somebody the fuck out and not care? Dude, Smoke Monday can hit hard. This kid can hit.
Is he from Florida? He's from Florida.
No, he's from Auburn.
Yeah. I want any defensive player with his first name is Smoke. That's a done deal. The done
and
deal.
And then his last name is Monday. He smokes on a Monday. Sign this kid up, bro. Like,
listen, he's chilling on Sunday, smoking the pack on Monday.
No, he played so good. He's like literally on fire. The next day, he's still burning.
Dude, Smoke Monday, man. That's more. That's your hard hitting. Like he's almost like an Epps, but better.
That sounds like a live stream, like Smoke Mondays. Like, you just
Right.
spin out the whole.
Just gave me an idea. Thank you for that.
Me too.
Let me ask you all a question. What percentage do you think that we go into this draft? And as always in every year, we always have our thoughts, our guys that we want picked. And it never works out that way.
No.
Do you think there's a possibility, like, what is your worst case scenario going into this draft?
All right, so can I go first?
Go ahead.
Sure.
So we're gonna end up picking like 3 defensive linemen in the first round, and then a linebacker from like Idaho or something like that.
From Hawaii.
Yeah, from Hawaii or something. In a fighter fire that saved like 6 babies from a burning building, and he just wanted his second chance. He's like 26 years old. He got like 5 baby mamas. And they all got EBT accounts.
Great.
Wow. Wow.
I just made a story.
Yo, no lie. It seems like you put a lot of thought into that because that's not something you make up. Like you've been thinking of that for a week or two, bro.
and his first baby mama is laid on car payment on the car note. So you know what I mean. So he had to get
names.
When she got the loan, she was like, "My baby daddy's about to play in the NFL. Show them a card."
Yeah. Let me get the Hummer 3.
Right.
NFL baby mama. It's an official card. NFL baby mama.
Baby,
Pretty soon
he's
our
like,
lineman's gonna be on fucking Maury. I am not the father.
Hey, there's a new reality TV show right there. Baby mamas of the NFL.
Yeah.
Listen, you can just do
Don't give them any more ideas, bro. We don't need any more reality.
She's like, I got a Tesla. She's like, I got a Tesla.
Right, they got the Tesla truck.
I got the Jaguar Z.
Oh man, no, but real talk. I think it's gonna be one of those things where Howie's overthinking and he wants to be the smartest man in the room, and he wants to pound one of his scouts, and the scout was like, "What the fuck, bro? I just did all this work. You sent me out to Timbuktu, and you didn't want to draft a guy I wanted to draft." So I just hope he doesn't overreach. I just hope, please don't overreach. Just stay right here.
Yeah,
just stay right here. Don't do none of this and the cute tips and all this shit. I don't want to see that.
Making the pizza.
Yeah. I just stay right here. Stay right here. Stay right here.
Stay in your lane.
Fall to you.
Roll the dice. Just roll the dice.
You know what I'm saying?
To me, it would be packaging up all these draft picks and getting an older quarterback like a Russell Wilson. That would be a nightmare for me. I think that would be basically going in the opposite direction of the direction we should be going in.
Isn't his contract like what, $19 million?
Who?
I think so, yeah, Russell.
Russ. It's like $19 million.
Too much.
We just have too many holes. We have too many holes to be packaging up these draft picks. We need to be selecting players that are going to be on this team for years to come.
I got you.
Well, for me, man, I'm going to say, I've always known Howie Roseman to do the complete opposite of everything that we say. So I'm just going to put it this way. He goes all fucking offense in the first round.
I didn't even think about it.
Well, I'm serious. Listen, you know that how Jeffrey Lurie wants an all. He's like, hey, it's an offensive league. It would not surprise me if this motherfucker comes out and grabs like Drake London, one wide receiver, one tight end, one offense. I don't fucking know, man. Like, hey.
I could see it being a receiver, lineman, running back.
Yeah. He always does the opposite of what we say. I've known this for a long time. I mean, hell, I grew up watching this guy. I mean, it would not shock me. It really would.
Okay, but we can all agree though. This past draft, this last year, it was a good draft.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I'm saying for this draft though, we all know we need defense.
Well,
we drafted Dickerson
first 5 rounds,
right? And he overshot the moon as a guard. So this draft is Gainwell's panned out. Milton Williams is looking very, like a raw talent. Hell, even Teron Jackson has shown some
I like
bursts of
him. I like Teron
talent as well. Yeah, I like his motor.
But you know how he thinks, man. He wants to build it. He wants to build his team inside out. He likes building the
That's
team.
what I'm worried about.
So that's what I'm worried about too.
He's gonna get that puffed up chest, like, oh yeah, I picked it. I did a good draft last year. Yeah, I'm gonna knock this thing out of the park this year, and he's gonna just overthink it.
See, but that's not my worry, though, man.
But the biggest
that brings me to my worst case scenario. Yeah, it brings me to my worst case scenario where Howie, uses one of those 3 picks, moves up to in the first round, picks a player that no one would have ever thought that we would even think about picking in the first round, and then taking that last first round pick, and then trading it off to somewhere that we never see it again. It never becomes useful. It's never something that's to our benefit. That's my biggest fear with Howie going into. Just like everyone's saying, he overthinks it, and then he tries to get shrewd.
Yeah.
Here's my scenario on this. So I watched that presser at the end of the year here with Howie and Nick, and I got to say, for once in my life, I'm not giving this man any props whatsoever, but for once in my life, it really seems like Howie Roseman is on the same page with Nick. It seems like they both have the same. For some reason, somehow, it really feels. I'm just hypothetical here.
That means no. I agree with you, but that means like he'll go offense, like you just said.
Yeah. But my reasoning for this though is one thing. A lot of people are sitting here and they're worried about him trading for a quarterback. How he's going to do this? How he's going to do that? Like I said, for the first time, it really feels like Nick got to him for once. Finally, we have a coach that got to Howie. Is like, dude, just chill. Let's do this the right way. I think everybody needs to completely stop and redirect their worry towards the man upstairs. Jeffrey Lurie. Because listen, will Nick and Howie have the balls to stand up to him when he comes to them and says, go get me Russell Wilson right now? Use those 3 picks and go get him. Will they have the balls to stand up and be like, bro, you hired us to do a job. We know what we're going to do. We're going to do it this way. Just calm down and let us go. Or are they going to be chicken shits? I was going to say the other word, but I'll be nice. And literally just do what the man says. Everybody's worried about what Howie's going to do, and I think we need to start worrying about what Jeff wants them to do.
I 100% agree with you. But there's 10% of it that reminds me of like Howie wants to be the biggest man in the room. He wants to outthink everybody.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But I definitely agree with you that Jeffrey Lurie has a lot to do with the draft. Mm-hmm. I wish he would stay out of it and just be an owner. But if you or any 4 of us was an owner, would you say, hey, get that guy for me? Get that guy for me.
Yeah.
You're making all that money, and then when you get big names like a Russell Wilson, you know how much money ticket sales will jump through the roof. You get somebody like that in Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. We haven't had somebody like that since what I have to say Michael Vick, McNabb, Allen Iverson. Those guys, those are ticket sellers, man. Those are one of those things. It's like because we don't. Let's be nice. Let's be up front. Like right now, I'm hearing we're gonna get James Harden in a couple 3-4 days before the trade deadline. But let's be honest, it's Philadelphia. We'll never get nothing nice. You know what I'm saying?
And if we do, they're injured.
Exactly. We never get nothing nice.
Well, we did get Bryce Harper, but that didn't do it.
Okay.
How'd that work out? Right.
That's what I said. It didn't work out for us, but we got Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. I got me a Bryce Harper jersey. That's
Bryce Harper's a dog.
Had that been Mike Trout, it would have been
more than one fucking big
most definitely because. But that's
if it had been Mike Trout, it would have been a wrap.
Because he's one of us. He understands, and you know what I'm saying. So he's one of us. He's South Jersey. He's South Jersey native. Yeah. He's one of us. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, most definitely.
So I don't know, man. I don't even think Mike Trout could have pulled this team out of the fucking rut this year. I'm sorry.
No. I was just talking about ticket sales.
No, we need.
Yeah. But when it comes to winning, though, we need more than just Bryce Harper or Mike Trout.
Pitching is the number one
rotation.
thing. Yes,
we need a whole new pitching
whatsoever.
Yeah. God, dude, I miss Holiday. I fucking miss Holiday.
I miss Holiday.
So fucking much.
R.I.P.
Oh my God, that dude
Oh
was a
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
mark.
Rest in peace.
And then, hey, who was the white boy, the starter during Holiday's tenure? The one,
You forgot
Cole
about the
Hamels.
guy you got
Cole Hamels.
You forgot about the guy
I
you
miss
got
Cole
out
Hamels too.
of Houston. Who was that guy y'all got out of Houston too? When you had it was Hamels, you had Holiday, and then you had the other guy from Houston, the skinny guy.
The reserve pitcher?
No. He was a starter.
I know who you're talking about. I remember his face. I don't know his name.
He was on that 2019. He was.
Did it start with an M?
I want to say it was an L, but I might be wrong.
Yo, was it the year we won the championship?
Yeah, he was on the 2019.
No, not
2008.
Yeah.
2008. He was on 2009 also, but he was on the 2018.
Yeah. I don't remember the name.
I remember he was going to go to the Yankees, and then there was an issue with him.
I got you. That's the greatest part about Google.
Yo, wasn't that Lee?
Cliff Lee?
Cliff Lee.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
dude, I was at the final game when we won the World Series. I was at that final game. Me, my dad, and my brother. I was only in the standing section though, because all the seats were fucking sold out. But I was standing. I was there.
Listen, you were a part of greatness. It don't matter.
Right?
Exactly.
The fact of the matter is, you were there.
All I want to say,
all
I want to say is this. All I gotta say is this, man. One thing I want to say about Philadelphia is when you're 4 for 4 and you love our teams, and when we win, it's the greatest feeling ever. You know what I mean? I remember I just moved to Arizona in 2000. It was like 2000. We went to the finals against Kobe, and I remember we won that first game, and I was like, okay. I need Matt Geiger and Theo Ratliff to step the hell up after this.
Matt Geiger. At least Theo Ratliff.
Aaron McKee and ugly ass Tyrone Hill. I need y'all to step up.
I need you to shoot right.
Yeah, I need you to shoot right, man. The old man jumper.
King, was it your brother that got into a fight with Matt Geiger?
Yeah, my brother beat. No, my brother punched my brother. So my brother and his goons jumped him, and yeah. They beat up Matt Geiger. That was the reason why he had that black eye. And I remember the next week or so, Allen Iverson had to do like a public announcement, like, "Hey, leave Matt Geiger alone.
Leave Matt Geiger alone."
Yeah, bro. He wasn't touched after that because Iverson came from Virginia. He had some goons coming from Virginia. They were staying in Philadelphia.
Talking about Geiger.
Man, I'll tell you what. I'm just happy your problems aren't my problems. That's all.
But you gotta understand something, man. As a Sixers fan, man, we were supposed to be it, but we had a garbage ass team.
Hey, we had Mutombo though. That was Mutombo at his height.
Oh man, Jermaine Jones, he was terrible, and then Rajah Bell,
Rajah Bell.
Yeah, Rajah Bell. That was a young Rajah Bell. So it was just.
All I know is y'all better not offer Ben Simmons to me ever fucking again. Like,
listen,
I don't.
I want Ben Simmons off. I want
Andre Iguodala back in the day on the Sixers too.
Right now, I'll take Jose Calderon, whatever his name is.
Listen, my Bulls are doing just fine the way they are. I don't need that shit over
y'all
here.
You can't beat the Sixers. That's all I gotta say.
You want to bet? You want to bet?
No, we've been beating y'all all season.
That's fine. Hey, I don't care if they lose in the regular season.
And that's cool.
It's the playoffs that count. We're saving it for that.
We're number 3. But
we're number 2.
First of all, y'all always hurt. So we already know what it is with y'all.
And look what we're doing while we're hurt.
Hey, y'all can't beat the Sixers though. That's all I gotta say.
Listen,
we'll see.
The rise of Tyrese.
We'll find out Sunday. We'll find out Sunday.
Here they come.
We'll find out Sunday.
Baby. Go Sixers.
Well,
Embiid.
We'll find out.
10, 9, 8, 76ers.
It's gonna take you 76 years just to get another championship.
Hey, it's been a long time for you too. Last time you won something, MC Hammer was hot. He was saying too legit to quit.
You're right. You're right. You're fucking right, sir.
Tupac was throwing up West Side.
But at least I had a dynasty. At least I had a dynasty.
Hey man, I was born in South Jersey, man.
I know.
I was raised in Philly. I can't.
I'm only an hour out of Philly, man. It's just whenever I was a kid and when you were a kid, because I'm pretty sure me and you were about the same age, right? Yeah. So, like, I mean, listen, the 76ers weren't shit back then. It was all about Michael Jordan.
We were terrible.
Bulls. Yeah, it was all about
Michael Jordan.
And that's why I became a Bulls fan, because when I was a kid, right at 91, dude, Michael Jordan was everything to everyone. So, and I've rolled with him ever since then, even through the down times here.
Of the 90s, if you like sports, how could you
when
not
you put your faith in Clarence Weatherspoon, you know those are hard times.
Facts.
Bro, I have a son. I put a sign
Dana Barnes. Yo, first of all, we had Dana Barnes, Sean Bradley. Think about it. We could have had Chris Webber, Anthony Hardaway. No, we went Sean Bradley.
Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll never forget Larry Hughes for that.
Okay. Yeah. We have Larry Hughes. We Larry Hughes.
Yep.
And we went Speedy Claxton. He was terrible.
Speedy.
Once again, thank God that wasn't my team.
Jerry Stackhouse. You know how many years I've
Evan Turner.
Stackhouse?
Evan
Turner. He was terrible.
Number two pick.
Yeah, he was terrible. He sounded like Kermit the Frog when he talked. He was terrible.
Kermit the Frog here.
Yeah.
Now he's doing player development for Indiana.
Now, is he a coach now?
Yeah. He played development for Indiana.
You're like 28 years old. You're like 28 years old. You're a coach now. Son, that just tells you right now. Son, like you whack. Listen, man, I've been a diehard Sixer fan since the 80s. It was just my uncles. I was raised with my uncles. My mother, my grandmother were all Sixer fans. So I was born in 85, and from there, it just went on. Now I'm 37 years old, and I'm like, damn, can my Sixers win the championship? Embiid, you're gonna, man.
You do know that my cousin-in-law is the head coach of the Pacers, right?
Oh, word?
Yeah, Rick Carlisle's my cousin-in-law.
Yeah.
My wife's cousin.
Him to send little Sabonis to Philadelphia so we can do some work.
No lie though. My wife's cousin is married to him.
Oh, that's what's up.
And it's kind of funny because I live in Carlisle and his last name is Carlisle.
Oh wow.
Does he own it?
Weird. No. Not that I know of.
Maybe he's got family one time.
For sure. But all right, fellas, I gotta get up out of here. Wifey is like, where you at? So I appreciate you. Thank you guys for letting me be a guest on the show. Vic, Foothills, AK, y'all know what it is, man. Most definitely. I appreciate you guys. Yo, I gotta get y'all on the Swoop Boys though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you on the Swoop Boys though, you gotta bring a bottle though, because we drink and we talk shit and it's uncensored.
As you can see, that's already went up with the bottle. There's more on this end too. I'm ready.
All right, man. So Vic, I'm definitely gonna get all three of you guys back on. I mean, I already had AK on, but I need AK on the official one, and we're gonna grill them a little bit. I'm gonna grill all three of y'all.
Yo, that'll be my third time, honestly. I've been on twice.
Yeah, true. That's right. So I'm definitely want to get you guys on and get you like the Me, Reek, because of Will, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely got to get y'all on. I hope you guys come to Arizona. I'm going to treat y'all like kings because you guys are all kings, like, to me. So
appreciate that.
Just keep border patrol away from me.
Yo, you wild, man. Come on, I got you, man. Come on, man.
Hey, but
thank you.
Yeah, you guys definitely go check out our guy here, King, on the Swoop Boys podcast. Go sub him up. Turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any of their content.
Yes, sir. And shout out to Reek. Shout out to Rico. Shout out to Will, man. Those my partners, the other halves of the Swoop Boys, you know what I'm saying? So thank you so much, guys, for letting me on.
Of course. Man, appreciate you coming through. We got to collab again.
Oh, what's that, Vic? I got you, Vic. Vic, I'm being your DMs. No homo.
All right. You know, that's what's up.
The link to his channel is in the description, you guys. Make sure you go sub him up. Go show him the love. Tell him East Meets West sent you because you're going to enjoy his content, definitely. Kings, you're always welcome here, sir. It was a great live stream tonight. We've been on for 2 hours and almost 45 minutes now. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. If you guys we got any closing comments or anything like that, let's get them out now so we can wrap this thing up.
Sure.
Hey man, just everybody pay attention to that Senior Bowl because we all know a lot of our draft picks are coming through there. If you want to see the young Eagles talent, watch the Senior Bowl. We got the Pro Bowl this week. I mean, we're going to see a lot of those players not really give much of a damn about the game, but party all night as they can in Vegas. And then next week we got that Super Bowl. Sadly enough, man, that's the end of the season for us. So let's make it the best what we can.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope everyone has a great night, fellas. Hey, man, it's been a great show. My guy, King, it's been an honor to have you on. And listen, we had a great time. Again, like I said, I hope we can collaborate more.
Oh, most definitely.
Definitely.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you again. I can't say it so much more. Yo, just like Vic said, pay attention to the Senior Bowl. Jump on the PFF draft, the auto draft.
Mock
You know what I'm saying? The mocks. Do the mock simulator, man. So educate yourself before you want to jump on people's podcasts so you know what the hell you're talking about. And and understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all fans at the end of the day, but hey, man. Hey, win or lose, fly, Eagles fly. You heard?
Absolutely. Yes, sir. AK, you got any closing comments?
Yeah,
I
do.
You walking zombie, you?
Yeah. You know what, man? Listen, I have had a very fun month this past month, doing the fundraiser, doing, that shit, doing my lives. Everybody's taking it in so well, I don't know how I do it. Don't ask me. I don't know. I just do it. I don't even think twice about it. But no lie,
you gotta
man,
come with that raspy voice though, AK.
First name.
There you go. You got it.
No, listen, no lie though. I appreciate all the love and support I have gotten over the last couple of weeks. I will continue to do it as long as people want me to. And thank you from me and the Wagyu crew. Well, Wagyu crew this way. We appreciate it as well. Please don't forget, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, turn your notification bell on for all three of my dudes here. They bring in the content and they put in the work, and I just got nothing but mad respect for them. Until next time, this is the Eats Meets West, and I am AK Eagles. I may fuss and cuss, but you can count on me and my content like the fucking city bus. And if you like the Wagyu, subscribe too. Peace out, y'all.
So.
Hell yeah. Well said, my friend. And yes, like he said, thank you all so much for the love and support you guys shown to all of our content. Continue to do so. Continue to share it with anybody you think might be interested in the content. And we're going to continue to provide you this great content. So we're going to get up out of here. But until next time, we fly until we die. Stay mean, stay green. Thanks for viewing us on your screen. But most importantly, like I always say, keep it fuego. And we out, y'all.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. Fly, Eagles, fly. Don't forget, AK about to come back live, so tune in.
Mankind.